Yeah.
You say groove dog. Ow!
Yeah.
What that do? Detroit fuck food. They up in here too, and I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
Ow! 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 Let's get with it. Hey!
Yeah.
I'm trying to make people come up with Baloo.
Yes, indeed.
Baloo High School anniversary,
Yes, and yes, indeed. Dee. Shouts out to everybody in Southeast DC, Northeast DC. Appreciate you a whole lot. Upper Marlboro. What? Sulin. What? Leesburg. DC, baby. Ooh-wee. Jay don't know about this one right here. This catch him got surprised. Is your ass? What feel like?
I'm surprised because
Come on, tell me what you feel like when we go.
I feel like body. What
Tell me what you feel like
doing, y'all? Don't fuck around, get up. What? This right here is the one the ladies love right here. Woo, my goodness. You hear this, Jay? God damn. Woo. Shouts out to everybody that got us to 10,000. Let me see, 702 down plays on our podcast. We appreciate it a whole lot. Thank you. Shouts out to everybody in Guam, Puerto Rico, Canada, everywhere, coast to coast, Pennsylvania to Australia, Tennessee to Pennsylvania. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. Making us the number one podcast in the DMV. Just a little bit of go-go. Just listen to this a little bit. Don't do nothing. Just let your girl. It's going to hypnotize her. The ass is going to shake. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a little DC shit on the ground. I love it. I'm going to raise all this shit. Back in the buckets and tin cans, Jay. You don't know about that either. Buckets, tin cans, and all that good shit. You don't know about that either, Real. Don't even think about it. It's not in your brain cells. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Woo! Let's get this thing popping. The third perspective. Yeah. It is I. You're tuned in to the number one podcast in the DMV. I am your host, your late night supervisor, dope dealer extraordinaire, DC's own, Rab B.I.D. Jones. That's Rabbit for your internet fools. To the left and right of me, as usual, my podcast partners, Radical Rail and OnlyFans J. This is T3P. Now, everybody know I love the black ladies. I'm lucky to be alive, happy, healthy, and free for me. And don't forget about those Tubman. What it do? Talk to me. How was your weekend? Talk to me. What's going on, Radical One? What's going on with you, player? Chilling?
You know, working a lot. You know, typical 9 to 5 shit. You know, that's about it. Nothing else extraordinary.
Nothing extraordinary this weekend.
Extraordinary.
You know what I'm saying, John? What's going on with you, Jay?
Nothing much. Had a chilled out weekend. We still had to work though, but of course, you know, had an iffy day today. You know, had to drive. Car might have to go in the shop or got to do something with it quick. You know, I need the whip.
You most definitely do. What happened to your joint?
It's a electronic throttle control. It's a throttle, basically.
So what you had? What you do? I mean, we was at when this happened. What happened to you?
I was leaving work. It was fine at first. Then I went down the street. Next thing you know, that joint lost all the power. That joint started driving slow. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck?
You thought you ain't had no gas or something?
Nah. It just lost its power and it just started going slow. I was like, oh shit.
That ain't good. Where you? I mean, you was on the highway.
Nah, I was on the street. So I took like me coming home, I took all the rest of the side streets back home, including over there by where we used to work at, Smithfield.
Damn.
I went around that way.
So your joint, when you push on gas, it wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just coasting and shit. It ain't getting no throttle when you push on it or nothing.
Yeah, a little bit of power, but it ain't enough to do anything, like too much.
So your car, what, electrical or some shit?
Nah, it was
It's not?
regular gas.
Oh. So you've been putting the wrong gas in your shit.
No. It's just a
Real?
2 miles an hour, sir.
He
Like
been-
to see.
He been putting the 87 in this shit.
Oh no, sometimes
What's the 87 shit? That's that water right there. That 87.
That's regular.
That's water.
Let me put
Hey, anybody out there, don't fuck with the 87 unless you got a. Who got an 85 right about now? Other than that,
85 is for
89 player, because that's water. 87.
85 is the
See what happened to Jay?
what they call it. 85 is that flex fuel shit. That new shit they got.
Yeah. That's for sure. Yeah.
That's that shit with that leaded shit in it.
Damn, you stuck on the side of the road and shit.
Then I had quick thinking because it's a Dodge. Dodge got these magical shit you could do with them, right? So I looked on Google.
Oh no, not. I thought you were about to say YouTube or something. That'd been worse.
I Googled, the throttle jump, and then it tell me I had to reset the ECM. For folks don't know what that is, that's the brains of the brains in the computer, the main computer of your vehicle. It's right under right under the dash. Right under the dash.
That shit sound like it's gonna cost you, player.
Not that part. But
Shit.
what I did was I resetted it.
Yourself?
Yeah.
Oh,
Off of Google?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
god.
So what I did was
made them more money.
Yeah.
it was a trick. It's a trick that Dodge had where you take the key, you put it on position,
Mhm.
wait for all the lights to come on for the jump. It's not on, but it's, on position. Step on the gas, hold on the gas for 10 seconds, let up on the gas, turn it off, turn it all the way back on, and I got power back into the car.
What's that, a cheat joint?
Yeah, like a cheat code.
They got a cheat code, man. What the fuck is that? Gotta do motherfucking rails, motherfucking gaming corner off that joint. Like a cheat code on your motherfucking Dodge motherfucking joint.
So I turned the joint off and turned it back on, and the power came back on to the junk, like the horsepower and shit, everything normal, but I still got to check engine light, and I rode like that all the way home.
You still had to check engine light.
Yeah,
Damn.
I rode like that all the way home.
That's sentence right there.
That's what I'm about to say. You look like you gonna have some issues, dog. Like yo, motherfucker. First of all, it's all electrical. It sounds like that's not good at all.
I did do the diagnostics thing. It's the throttle is like it's something like basically it's like a fuel injector throttle. Basically, they could even call it that or the electric. Well, in my case, electric throttle control. It's like a little silver box. You put on the jump, plug it up or whatnot. I did a price one. It was like $75.
That's not bad.
I mean, the way you was talking, like that shit, electrical is like shit. Like
Yeah.
75 ain't bad for shit.
But like let's say for instance you got alternator issue. And that's
You in trouble. Your party over, motherfucker. You're not going to get that pussy tonight.
That's gonna get fixed, but the problem is they gotta go through the pulley. The pulley is rough. The pulley is where your belts connects to.
Oh yeah.
So
imagine you was cheating on your girl and that shit happened. Well, how many niggas be cheating and they get in the car accident?
That means karma came back early.
It's like some shit when you cheating. If something happened, you cannot. Right or wrong though. It's like it got to get back to your girl now. You know what I'm saying? Like car accident. You know what I'm saying? Your car gets stolen. You know what I'm saying? Some shit had to get back to. You know what I'm saying? Like you can cheat all you want, but if something happened at the hotel, you know what I'm saying? That gets back to her now. If you have a car accident on the way back from the hotel, you know what I'm saying? Some shit gets to her.
That's
you can't avoid your shit. Like if you cheating, that's your ass. You gotta be real careful. You don't want to fuck around and get about no car, nothing. You know what I'm saying?
What's gonna happen? It's gonna happen.
Nah, you in trouble then.
That means karma came back early.
No, you gotta live your life, man.
No. Real don't want to live your life. Remember, he want shots up your anus.
Yeah, live your life.
He want 5 of those shots a year. Fuck you talking about
live your life, man. Don't worry about that.
I say live your life. Fuck around with you. Don't take my thing. You just want 5 shots.
Don't worry about that.
How was the weekend with these sports though, man? My motherfucking rookie quarterback, Justin Fields. If anybody don't know,
trash.
This nigga ate
trash.
9 sacks, Slim.
What you try to do?
I mean, let's forget the 9 sacks. He got hit. Besides the 9 sacks, he was still getting hit on throws. He only threw the ball 20 times, though.
Why your man?
And he got sacked 9 of those, hit 15, 16 of the other ones. It was like 2 motherfucking dropbacks that he didn't get hit. That's when he handed it off.
I want to say, why you just run the ball?
I was about to say that,
nigga.
You got a running back.
Just hand the ball off.
We talking about Justin Fields, dog. Right? This youngin is the rookie of Chicago Bears. Anybody don't know, right? 11. They moved up to get him up 11 pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
All this time, everybody been wanting Andy Dalton, redhead ass, to get the fuck out of the way, right? And put the youngin in, right? I don't give a fuck if you had Brady. I can't think of a quarterback. He would have died in that. Fact, Brady would be in more trouble because Youngin ran away from some of this shit and still got caught. Brady wouldn't even ran away from some of this shit. He would have just got clobbered back there.
Nah, he would have started calling screens.
Nah, Slim. No. See, again.
Screens and draws.
Is it the motherfucking
at that
scheme?
Point,
that's where we at. That's all about to go, real.
At that point, if it was that point, it'd be
exactly real.
If it was Tom Brady, and at that point, he'd probably be contemplating retirement early.
Nah. Even Peyton.
Oh, what?
Peyton Manning first season,
he'd be saying.
I think he would have probably had a fit where somebody, all the front line would probably been gone. They probably find some other people. At least 3 of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, the way he do.
Yeah.
He'll get your ass fired if you ain't.
No, don't worry about it. He got fucked up too. He ain't get 9 of them bitches. He got like 4 or 5 of them joints.
Who,
Brady. He got his ass swallowed on too.
Shit, Grunt got swallowed up. He got he got rib problems now.
And don't forget that same game, the Bears sacked their quarterback 5 times. So don't forget now. Let's not get blinded. But 9 is a lot.
He got fucked.
9 is a fucking lot. That's nothing since the 85 Bears, my boys. The Bears. That type shit hit 9 sacks.
That's why you put it on the rest of the year.
I want to ask people, when he say stuff like that, right? What would be the difference if anybody would have been standing there behind that thing? If you watch this game, this nigga was on his run. He only dropped back 20 times. He got sacked 9 of them.
Yeah, I'm looking at...
And was running 15, 16 of the rest of them.
I'm looking at the game, and it seemed like...
Brady would have got killed.
No, he wouldn't have. He was an audible.
Audible to where?
I told you, a scratch play.
Audible to retirement.
Again, that's the coach. That's the coach.
No, it ain't. It's like Brady and Peyton Manning. They audible. They ain't gonna get killed.
I mean, all quarterbacks don't have that free range like Brady. You just say, "Oh, what the fuck you doing, coach? I got this."
Coach, I got hit 8 times.
I know, but he got free range to do that though.
No, I'm just
saying. Hold up, let me switch this shit up.
Peyton Manning was getting fucked up.
He got free range to say, "I can switch this shit up," but us normal motherfucking folks, normal team, normal coaches can't. Normal quarterbacks can't just say, "Hey, stop, coach. I got this shit. Y'all, you doing too much. I'm getting fucked up out here." Nope. He a rookie. How the fuck he got the balls to say, "Hold on, coach, what the hell going on?" I mean, literally, dog. 2-step drops getting hit. How you get hit on 2 steps?
I'm not. Justin Fields got to get developed a little bit more.
That's what I said.
I want to ask again the question again. First of all,
but I think it's the coach. I think the coaching is trash.
Again, hold on. I want to ask, why would you say he need to be developed more? And he got sacked 9 times. What they got to do with him? First of all, as we talk
make better decisions of what he doing.
As we talk in sports and wrestling, we know as usual, we bring in a sports and wrestling guru. You know what I'm saying? The DJ Bill, the ICW podcast, as you know, host. You know what I'm saying? If you want to catch wrestling anywhere in America, whatever wrestling it is, you need to check out this podcast because they put it on the map. You know what I'm saying, Doc? I'm bringing my boy. What it
do? What's up, y'all?
What's up? The CM Punk of wrestling, man.
You know how it is, though. You know how it is. What's going on with you?
Man, just chilling, watching a little bit of this game. I actually forgot about it, and then I turned it on, and Jalen Hurts threw a pick six first play I looked at, and I was like, oh, Lord.
Not good.
And I remember we had Radical Rail as a guest on the picks, and he told me to pick the Eagles because he wanted me to believe in Jalen Hurts. So
that's a squad. Don't forget that.
So I did that, and now I'm sitting here.
He don't believe in Jalen Hurts. What's his name? He don't even believe him. Don't do yourself
Jalen
like
Hurts
that.
5 times better than your boy over there.
Don't do it.
5 times better than
he don't believe in him.
Huh?
First of all,
Jalen Hurts 5 times better than
hold on, DJ.
5 times
better than Justin or better than Lamar?
I don't know who he talking about. He tripping.
5 times better than Fields.
Jay, I mean,
he's 5 times better than Fields and only
DJ.
one step behind Lamar.
Hold on, D.
1 step behind Lamar and 5 steps in front of Jay Fields.
Wait, hold up. Didn't y'all throw a game to keep the Giants out the playoffs last year? I don't want to hear that.
God.
I don't hear that.
I don't even think
it's not his fault the defense can't play 5-2 and stop the fucking run.
He did not mean nothing he said.
I don't want to hear that.
I know my man DJ ain't on here after that miracle he got yesterday.
Hey, a win is a win.
That's all I lose shit right there, Doc.
That's true.
I'll take it.
Y'all not looking good.
Look, 15 people on IR, I'll take it.
It's the fucking Lions.
Huh?
Detroit.
Wait a minute. Now you can now and you guys know this because you guys are sports fans. Look, now you cannot just look at the score and say, "Oh well."
That's true.
Well, somehow I don't know how they was in that game. Hollywood Brown dropped 3 touchdowns. There was a point in the game I saw it on Twitter. It said, and I was watching the game, but I also was looking at stats on Twitter. There was a point in the game. Lamar had 5 incompletions. 4 of them were drops. Explain that to me. If you watch the game, Lamar was putting it on the money. The receivers weren't catching the ball. Tragic.
Are you serious, right? Oh, that's right.
That was 3 touchdowns that was dropped. I watched it. I was so sick.
Come on, DJ, cut it out.
I did look at Red Zone yesterday, and it was amazing. In the first quarter, they said it was about 13 fucking turnovers.
The third perspective.
In all the games that was played in the early part of the day, and it was mostly fucking receivers dropping passes, like dropping passes. Ball goes up the air, nigga picks it off.
But when you look at all the quarterbacks, they all under fire out of this joint. Tom Brady didn't look good either. He got how many sacks he got on his ass?
He kind of looked old when he played us.
No, I'm talking about this week right here. He got punished.
Yeah, this week he got punished.
I think they lost too, didn't they?
Yeah,
got punished out that joint.
And his favorite target is gone.
Now trust me, he is not running no damn way. If that pocket collapsed, he's just kneeling down, Slim. It's over.
y'all check the tape. I put it in the chat. Check the tape now. Check the tape.
Check the tape.
Check the tape now. Because it was funny because Mike Golick was talking today and he was like, "Yeah, Lamar's completion percentage was terrible." I was like, there was like 4 or 5 drops in that game. I was like, he had touchdowns dropped. Like, nah.
Who, Lamar? I mean,
no one's ever.
Yeah, his receivers wasn't helping him out that that day.
They're not a passing team. They run the ball.
No,
Do what
they
you
not.
do best.
They run
Hand
the
the
ball.
ball.
They run
Run
the
your little
ball.
bootleg.
But you NFL wide receiver. They teach you in middle school when the ball hits your hands, you catch that thing. I'm just saying.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. You got some players out there. The ball hit them in their hand, and you know what I'm saying. The Giants, for instance. But hey, we don't keep going.
The
Yeah.
Giants.
So, what about your man Heineke? I gotta say some of this.
I knew you was gonna. I knew you
Not
was gonna say about that.
Oh, he believe in a Heineke. After 3 starts, he believe in him.
See,
Oh wait,
He believe in Heineke.
Who believe in Hanneken?
Oh, nah. Your man DJ believe in him.
hey, he
Who
got.
believe
He
in
got
Hanneken?
but wait a minute. I mean, Heineke got. So if he had 3 starts, he had.
Heineken.
Or was that the 4? Was that the 4th start? Am I wrong? Was that the 4th start? That might have been. If that was the 4th start, he had 3 good games out of the 4 starts. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's a good percentage.
trust me, he not the future. They need to be calling Cam in that thing ASAP.
Nah, Rivera don't want him back.
Y'all don't think Cam is fitting in Washington right now?
Nah, not with Rivera.
Now,
Exactly. That's the main thing. Rivera is motherfucking. Their
Rivera,
offense is the same. They know their
He ain't
offense.
doing that.
Rivera don't fuck with Cam like that.
It must be. It's obvious that something wrong.
Yeah, him and no Scott Turner either.
Yeah, they don't fuck
Don't
with
fuck
him.
with him like that.
I mean,
They
Cam,
fuck with
Cam
him.
is a
They
good
really-
job, though.
They ain't really want to deal with that same shit they dealt with in Carolina. Because basically, you know, Cam was the man. He was a former MVP. He did go to the Super Bowl. But
He'd be better than every quarterback in Washington right now. As soon as he walk in there, motherfucker.
And also, you got to remember too, Cam dealt with injuries his last couple years in Carolina,
And COVID, too.
And then COVID. Not only COVID last year, but I mean, he was throwing the ball to us 3 out here. I mean, he was throwing the ball to y'all 3, and then I was playing tight end. You know.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't like that.
In New England.
I'm gonna tell you that now. I don't like excuses about injuries, dog.
You know,
Like, no. Your team, whatever your team is, right? Let's say my team is the Bears, right? Whoever on the floor on the field, that's it. You can't just say, well, that person ain't there, that person ain't there. That's not what we here for. You here for the Bears,
the next
and
man
that's
up.
it. Exactly.
I get that.
So when you start screaming, "Oh, this injury there," y'all never hear me say somebody was hurt. Y'all ain't never heard me say that day in your life, because it doesn't matter. Whoever playing is playing. If you lose, you lose. That's as simple as that. So we can't start acting like just because you played that person that much amount of money, and you wanted that person to be the starter and all that bullshit means that person gonna be there.
That's like last year when we was fucking up. We was thinking up the shit left and right. And
That's what season was that? That's about last
Corona.
But go ahead.
The Corona season. That was the Corona season. Injuries plagued us, but you know,
see, everybody gonna try to use that Corona season as a problem.
Corona season plagued us real bad.
But I don't think Baltimore quarterback actually can quarterback. You feel me? See, that's the difference right here. That's going.
Shot fired, DJ. Shot fired.
Don't say that now.
He
Don't
said
say
shot fired.
don't say that now.
Let that go.
Don't say that now.
No. What I'm
He
saying
said he
is,
can't play quarterback.
I'm just saying, give my man the number 1 receiver. That's all I'm asking for. Give him one.
That's true.
Give him one.
Same thing I feel about my team. We got a good receiver, but they not number 1 material.
You got speed,
even though they number 1. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
And y'all got speedy guys, and word is y'all might be looking at Josh Gordon.
We need somebody big. We need big receivers. Like all our receivers are short for the Chicago Bears. Anybody don't know what my team I'm talking about?
You know what? And Red was right in this regard too. He did say that the Ravens are a run first team, and they are, and you can tell that by number 1, the offensive line, how they block. But you can also tell by the talent around Lamar. Look at the guys who get on the field. They can block.
They got some agile guys as far as the line.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you take Lamar and put him just pocket, he's some trash.
Woo! He's not. He was doing. Did you go watch the video?
Talk to me.
Did you go watch it?
Tell me something different, DJ.
Did you go
when
watch
we talking about
okay, hold on. Okay.
Listen now.
Okay.
What years has he been here?
This
This
This is 4 years.
This is fourth season, right?
Good Lord.
Y'all can't tell me he a prolific quarterback. Can you tell me that, real?
Nope, because Patrick Mahomes is.
Now that type of quarterback.
I saw Patrick Mahomes throw some terrible picks over the last couple of games.
No.
Because y'all.
Reason why
I want you to understand Rodgers and Brady type shit. Okay?
Look,
Reason why
y'all give Patrick Mahomes a
Say
pass.
Rodgers, dog.
Why
Reason why I say
Patrick
this
Mahomes
is
a pass?
because
That's what I want to know. Why
the
y'all
only
give
reason why I
Patrick
say
Mahomes
this
a
is
pass?
because Lamar, you got to look at it. Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes came in the same time.
No.
Who got a ring
one
for
year
him?
before? One was the year before. Patrick Mahomes the year before Lamar.
But
Yeah.
Remember, he sat a year too. So he had the whole 2 years before Lamar
yeah,
even
he
crazy.
did. He did set
Patrick
a year.
Mahomes, he sat a year. He ain't play off.
That's why when everybody give him all the praising, right? I can't give him that.
Lamar set a year.
No, he didn't.
No.
I said half a year.
I think Lamar's
Flacco,
half a year, right?
Yeah, Flacco got hurt.
They took Flacco out.
Yeah.
And then all he did was run the ball.
That gets back to what I was saying, Jay.
But I was saying that
As a quarterback, pure throw.
Didn't he led the league in touchdown passes his MVP year though? I'm just saying. I'm just gonna throw that out.
2 years ago.
Yeah, he won the MVP 2 years ago.
Yeah. Now back to
unanimously
in the pocket though, DJ.
Okay.
Do you think he was lift? This your team, I understand, right?
Yeah.
Can he stand in the pocket and toss that thing around like a Brady or Breeze?
I mean,
out the running, get the running.
Here's the thing, and like,
and then we can add the running in as plus.
I'm gonna say this. I think Lamar is a far better passer than anybody gonna ever give him credit for. You got to watch the game with your eyes, and I don't think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people, they look at the score, they look at the stat sheet, and they listen to Stephen A. Smith on Monday morning. That's what they do. Now,
I believe that too.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I watch the games.
You watch the games?
I watch the games.
You watch the games, and you see that. You see that your team is made to run, and there's a reason why you don't have no receivers there because they know they ain't gonna get the ball thrown.
Okay, hold up now. You're right. I give you that. We are made to run. I give you that. But I will say this: they did draft Rashad Bateman in the first round to be a number one receiver. He ain't hit the field yet. Let's wait till he hit the field and then we'll see. Because now because I know I know Rabbit was watching it, but I know Rail, because he's trying to prove a point. He ain't gonna watch my video in the comments. OnlyFans Jay, he might watch it. But look, Lamar be throwing dots, but his dudes don't be catching the ball. We already talked about there ain't no number one receiver in Baltimore, but he's still 32-8 in his start.
Look. Check this out.
Look who's their best receiver they got.
Talk to
and he's still winning.
Okay. It's like you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have a dominant run game and outstanding receivers. One gonna have to be the other. You ain't gonna be able to get a receiver if you pay an offensive lineman a lot of money, which you guys do, and your tight ends. That's your offense right there. That's your bread and butter. Let's turn the fucking ball over, run, play decent defense. That's all you gotta do. Nothing else. He ain't gotta throw 50 times like your man throwing shit over his head. He ain't gotta do nothing spectacular. If he learn how to do that, he'll win a Super Bowl.
And I'll give you that.
Talking about irrelevant.
I will give you that.
Be a game manager.
I will give you that. But Lamar is not a game manager.
I'm about to say, let's talk about the game manager thing, man.
Lamar is a playmaker. You look at this offensive line.
Yes,
you
true.
look at this. Who talks too much?
He should be a playmaker. Let's put it like that.
No, he don't need to be. The formula works. If Flacco can do it, he can do it.
It works.
He need to run 3rd and 1. He need to be running.
It works, but you got to look. The defense is nowhere near what it used to be, and it hasn't been for the last 2-3 years.
You don't like none of your receivers at all. Marquez, you like him?
Okay. For me, look, I'll tell you this. I do like Hollywood, but Hollywood, the only thing about Hollywood is he inconsistent. Sammy Watkins has played well. Sammy Watkins, to me, has took the passing, and that's like. Sammy Watkins gives me a taste of what a number one receiver could be. Because I'm not, and this is no offense to Sammy Watkins, because I still think he's a good receiver. I just don't know if he's number one material per se. But Sammy Watkins gives me that little taste of what a number one receiver can be. Somebody that gets open, and Lamar ain't got to throw him open. Because the thing is, you can say what you want to say about Lamar. You can say he can't throw guys open, but Lamar literally throw people open and they won't catch the ball.
I'm concerned about the way that they doing things over there in Baltimore. Of the simple fact that the run formula that they got going on is working, but you got a quarterback that's doing it, and that's going to be a problem. Like how what Dak Prescott did last year, he fucked up his leg. Want that happen to Lamar?
See, again, that's the one thing.
And preseason and between preseason and practice, y'all lost all y'all goddamn running backs. Good Lord. They lost like 5-6 running backs.
That's what you should be crying about.
I say this though. I say this though. Look, my thing is, yes, they lost running backs, and the thing is, you gotta watch the game again too, because the run game is still successful, even without 3 of the starting running backs in the game. So I mean, yes, Devontae Freeman's still finding his way. Yes, Tyson Williams still finding his way, and Latavius Murray is too. They don't. The issue with the Ravens is, especially when they get to the playoffs, I can agree with y'all on this regard. For some reason, they step away from what they've done in what they've done successfully in the regular season, and we've seen it a lot with the Chiefs too. When they go up against the Chiefs, they start playing this different game. For the longest time, I felt like it was like, for some reason, if they run the ball 30 times, they're gonna win the game because that's what they're built for. And since 1996, that's what they've done: run, pass, run, pass. That's why I do not care if Lamar throws for 5,000 yards, because the team ain't never been set up for Lamar to throw for 5,000 yards. The team won't set up for Joe to throw for 5,000 yards. So I don't care about that, because the guys who throw for 5,000 yards, I ain't seen those guys win multiple Super Bowls. There ain't many people that's won multiple Super Bowls. And here's the thing: you talk about the sustainability of it. If we get what I'm seeing right now, because it's been 4 years already, let's just say we get 8 years of it, right? Let's just say since apparently, allegedly, it's not sustainable, right? Ain't nobody figured it out yet. 32-8 is a pretty good record for something that people starting to figure out, right?
How many division titles?
They got 2 out of the 4 years. 2 out of the 4 years. My thing is this: they made the playoffs. Actually, I'm wrong. It's only three years. It's the 4th year. So 2 out of the 3 years. So that's even better percentage. My thing is, I take this. If I only get it for 8 years, but I get 1 to 2 Super Bowls out of it, I ain't mad about it, right? Joe Flacco got all this criticism in the world because he didn't throw for 5,000 yards. You know what he did do? He won a Super Bowl. I'll take it. There are a lot of quarterbacks who said it.
I mean, that's the same thing as Real saying, just manage the game.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
But
and use his athletic ability when needed. He tried to be, like you said, a playmaker, a superstar.
Mike Vick.
And that's where you fuck up at. And he do it at the wrong time. That's game management. That's knowing the game. That's what when I tell you he don't got the it factor. The it factor click in and like, man, fuck that. Yeah, I could try to score running, or I could slide and not fumble this ball. Or I could cover with 2 hands because I know they're trying to strip me.
Now you got to
not throw an air ball. You got a good power passer. He threw some balls and interceptions at the wrong time.
And I could agree with that. But then again, that's the growing pains of a young quarterback. We watching Jalen Hurts grow up right in front of our eyes right now. We watched the same thing with Dak Prescott. We watched the same thing last year with Justin Herbert. The only quarterback that felt like they was mature by the time they started playing was Patrick Mahomes. But he had all the talent in the world. So at the end of the day, I understand what you're saying. I get it. But like you said, strategic playmaking, I'm cool with that. But I don't think we should look at Lamar because of what Bill Polian said when he was drafted, because of what Stephen A. Smith says every day, because of what every other national analyst looks at and says, oh, he can't throw the football. I don't think we should look at it like that. At the end of the day, 300 yards is 300 yards. How many? There ain't but a handful of quarterbacks. It's literally like I think 5. I think it's 4. There's like 4 quarterbacks who in their first, how many ever starts had 32 wins? I think it's first 40 starts, I think it is, or whatever, right? Had 32 wins. Guess who in that category? Lamar Jackson, right? And I get it. He got a pretty decent team around it, but we talked about it before. I thought it wasn't sustainable, but it's been sustainable for 40 games at least.
So you think he progressed from rookie to now?
I think he has now because rookie year. Here's the thing: rookie year, you throw him in there, you do whatever, you put him out there and let him just be him. Right?
So he's better than he was 4 years ago.
Yep. No, I would say that. I would say that.
He might be.
What do you think, Jay?
I think his team was better 4 years ago, but him not as much.
Yeah, how is he not better? How is he not? Because here's the thing.
He's about the same.
Here's the thing though, right? Like number one, let's just take the 2019 season and let's put it over here because it's an outlier, right? Let's just say, because it's a history-making, record-breaking season, right? How many times can you outdo a record-breaking season? Rarely ever, right? Rarely ever do you have a record-breaking season and then the next year you do better, or the next year.
I'm not really talking about the accolades. I'm talking about looking at him throw the ball. You've been watching him since a rookie. And can you tell me with a straight face that he better passer than he was
than he was as a rookie? Yes, because now when I watched him, especially when I watched him in his second season, because I really focused on a lot of his passing in the second season. I still do, but like that's when I really started to look at it a little bit more because I was really like, can this dude really not throw the ball, or is that just what they said on draft day and everybody's just ran with it? Now, when I watched him, especially in his second year, and you could even and I'll even say last year and this year, I've seen it this year too. One of the things Lamar does that people don't really see is Lamar overthinks a little bit. Meaning he'll try to make the perfect throw. He gonna try to save you. He might could throw it behind you, and it might be the better spot. But instead of letting you get blown up by the safety, he gonna put it in. He always trying to make the perfect throw. And that's probably that's on him. To answer your question, I definitely think he's gotten better. You can literally watch the video I put in the chat, and you can tell you can put that game against any of his rookie year games, and you'll be like, dang, he's gotten better. You can even see like on the time when he tried to come back against the Chargers, there was a ridiculous throw he made with Hollywood. It was like in triple, quadruple coverage. The thing about Lamar that I think people forget, because somebody said he couldn't throw, because somebody said he was a running back, because somebody said he couldn't do this, he couldn't do that, every single throw that he makes is like this, right? It's magnified because everybody else's throws, when Jalen Hurts throws an interception, they're going to say, oh, dang, he threw an interception, but he'll get better, right? When Patrick Mahomes throws a terrible interception yesterday, well, it's Patrick Mahomes. He's got one Super Bowl. Congratulations to the dynasty of the Chiefs, right? When other quarterbacks, even Josh Allen, even these other guys, when they throw interceptions, we don't hone in on those. But when Lamar throws literally an incompletion, right? Could be a drop, could not be a drop. We're gonna like.
I'm with you on that.
There was so many drops. There was so many drops yesterday. There was so many drops yesterday. And the thing is, Mike Golick went on national TV.
Turnovers too.
My thing is this: there was so many drops in that game yesterday, just in the Ravens game alone. Mike Golick went on TV and said, Lamar Jackson's completion percentage, he didn't really play that well. And I think I messaged somebody and I was like, did he watch the game? Did he watch the game? Because I watched every snap of that game and I saw Lamar deliver. I ain't gonna say every throw because nobody's perfect, but I saw Lamar deliver plenty of throws on the money. I saw him deliver plenty of touchdowns that went like this. I mean, I thought I was watching people dance.
Look. See, all this time, I get what you're saying too, because I'm going through that right now. Because all this time, right, I've looked at running quarterbacks and scrambling quarterbacks, aka black quarterbacks, right? and thinking, I want one of those at the Bears. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying because once we get one, like for example,
Y'all had one.
For example, right now we got Justin Fields. He got sacked 9 times, right?
Yeah.
And when you hear somebody like Real or somebody on TV running their mouth, it's he wasn't ready.
He's
right?
not ready.
But in the same week, Mac Jones get his ass whooped. He got sacked almost as many times through, I don't know how many. My man ain't fumble. My man ain't throw any interception.
I don't think he was ready either.
After taking all that ass whooping.
That's because that's the Jets.
Now he didn't fumble once.
And these people that
9 sacks.
You're right about that, Rabbit, because these people that give a pass to, and Mahomes is in that bubble now. I guess because he got a Super Bowl.
I give it. I know.
Even Russ will get a pass. But like the Aaron Rodgers of the world, and you know, Brady, I give him a pass. He got 7 championships. He deserves it. Other than that, a lot of these other guys, they don't deserve a pass. You can't tell me Lamar gets sacked 9. If Lamar gets sacked 9 times, they're gonna be like, dang, Lamar's pocket awareness.
Lamar's been in the league 4 years.
No, what we're saying is, all right, for
you should
example,
know better by now. They getting the pass because they rookies.
No,
I'm
talking about Jones, all them, whether they black quarterbacks and running.
I'm talking about guys who
they getting the pass like
them.
Lawrence and Jacksonville getting the pass because he's some shit too right now.
No.
Lamar, as I said, always get the third base. He fingering it. He ready to go in, and he fuck it up. He'll never hit the home run.
No, that's
That's
not
where we at.
What we saying is how they portrayed in the media, right? That's the difference right there. Is where they give it portrayed at. That's what you're looking at it like one thing, but they portraying it as another.
They expect greatness from Lamar.
Look,
as my man DJ does.
You can take,
and yet we keep getting let down.
Here's the thing, though. Why is it? Explain this to me. Just explain this to me. Why is it that Aaron Rodgers gets a pass every year?
He get roasted too, Mr. NFC Championship game.
No, he don't be getting roasted.
Everybody
bad man and all this shit.
They say his team weak, like DJ was saying.
Like he was a disaster.
Aaron said his defense weak.
He was a disaster last week.
And Aaron said his defense weak, and he don't have enough skill players. DJ say he don't have enough skill players in the wide receiver core. They making the same argument. It's just shit. Aaron Rodgers got 40 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Your man got 10 rushing touchdowns, 1,000 yards running. And he got like 17 touchdowns and 15 interceptions.
No, but what the narrative is, one person can get sacked 9 times. All right, like I'm just saying, right?
Gonna get sacked 9
like my man can get
sacked
sacked 9 times and he need to go sit down. The next person gets sacked 7, 8 times and his offensive line some shit. That's the difference.
No, you mistaken the way
that's what we're saying.
Everybody's telling y'all, and A. Fields is a rookie. He didn't play that much at Ohio State. Matt Jones is a 2-year starter at Alabama.
How can you get sacked 9 times and that's your fault?
The whole point. I'm telling you, he didn't play enough football as a quarterback at Ohio State or Haskins since y'all brought Haskins up. Haskins played 1 season and wasn't even all that. And
no.
I'm trying to tell you,
no.
Alabama is totally
Haskins
different.
Got a chance.
Haskins was trash.
They gave him a chance,
I'm just
though.
saying,
he got a shot.
Y'all bringing up why I say he need to sit a year. And he don't come from Ohio State, got to sit a year. Even Burrow has been in the college for 4 years, so that's different. And he played with LSU and Ohio State. And he still said half the year. I'm saying they put him in too early. He don't know the playbook. He don't know how to change audibles. He don't know how to do anything.
I'm going to swear to God, man, if you watch this game, nothing. I can't even imagine. Like Tom Brady got his ass whooped too. I can't imagine him getting away from. Maybe 2 of these he might have got away from.
And ain't getting away from
out of audibles or something.
Like, all right,
he would have got 7 times.
Away.
He was got sacked 7 times. Sure.
He tried to be Superman. He tried to think he can.
It was the game plan. If you checking,
that's what I'm saying. He
one person
to change anything
with a 40-year-old tackle with a number 1 draft pick on the end, just 1-on-1 all game. That's he gonna fuck the quarterback up with 4 sacks like
we
he
knew
did.
That going in. So you should have had a game plan.
Okay.
Run first 2 downs.
What they got to do with Fields though?
Max fucking protection.
What they got to do with Fields? What they got to do with Fields? He don't call the plays.
I understand that, but I'm telling you, he ain't experienced enough. And if he would sat a year,
experience, what do you got to do with that?
So here's
once you say hike,
set that first year. How much better did that make him?
Once that nigga say hike, it's 3 niggas grabbing on his jersey.
But what about?
What do you do for that?
Okay.
Man, first year, right, DJ?
What you say?
I know you sucking your thumb and shit, but still, I know you remember his first year.
Who?
Peyton Manning. He was god awful.
You remember
I
Troy
watched the
Aikman
whole
first
season?
You remember Troy Aikman
I
first
remember
year?
his zone too. I went to the
All right,
game.
then.
I went to the Redskins.
They took ass whoopings. They took
Here's my thing though. Like,
that next season, he got dramatically better. Why
Okay.
is that?
Because they got to play.
No. He got to start changing shit. Him and
Ain't
Tom Moore
ain't
worked
nobody
together and changed that.
nobody
I'm
took
telling you, the Matt Nagy set that man up, and he should start changing shit at the line.
nobody
Look,
took
man, you need to stay in.
nobody took Aikman out after he taking that ass whooping. They only won one game that year. Nobody took him out. Nobody took Peyton Manning out when he took his ass whooping that first rookie year.
So
Nobody yanked him out in the middle of that ass whooping.
I think we as a society got spoiled. You know, you can see the Justin Herbert.
That next year, guess what you see?
You know what I'm saying? You
Niggas
see
on the way to the Hall of Fame.
You see all the quarterbacks that came in that first year and shined out. So everybody's spoiled now.
I don't see how you blame him for getting his ass.
Nobody blamed him.
That's
we
all I'm
told
saying.
him that he shouldn't have been out there. That could fuck your head up. Y'all remember Achilles Smith? He got killed in that ball and Cincinnati. They killed my man. My man was no good after that. Jerry Blake too.
my thing is, what about y'all remember because y'all remember Matt Stafford? You know, he played for the Lions for so long.
He got hurt. He
played for the Lions for so long and got a pass every year for doing absolutely nothing.
Bernie Sanders did too.
That's true.
Now he put up the numbers, and you know what? I clap it up for him. He put up the numbers, but that's all he got to show for it.
He went all hit. He couldn't take no more hits. Same thing with Luck. Like they can't take that shit.
That's one of those guys. That's one of those guys who gets a pass.
He gets MVP.
That's one of them pass.
A pass. He need a pass because he's an NFL youngest MVP, doing all that. And can't get his team to the AFC Championship.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like,
the struggle,
and I get it because like we talked about this real when you came on the picks. You know, Lamar is a product of his own success. Yes, that's true. But at the same time, Mahomes ain't done that much more than Lamar has. He's got one more championship than Lamar.
And you know what's the name? Rolled them, played most of those games. The championship they won.
So okay. So you telling me
Alex Smith played most of those games.
Kansas City, who only had Tyreek Hill and Kelsey on offense, and their defense was C+ at best. You know what I'm saying? They just had two good pass rushers. That's about it. They ain't had no corners and none of that. You can really put points up on them if you know what you're doing. So you telling me because they don't run the ball as well as Baltimore do, because that's what Baltimore bread and butter. You got to understand the philosophy that Baltimore has, and you're putting a quarterback in there that you want to be an air raid quarterback, but he's not going to be that. Even when he was at Louisville, they didn't win all their games. They were getting stumped because the team was bad, but he only one person. You know what I'm saying? So it's the organization foundation. So they drafted him because they knew he was going to be special. Everybody passed him. Mm-hmm. So he had a tip on the shoulder. Right? We get that. But now he there and he's showing out. Now he got to adapt to that system he in. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It ain't that we down and we say he ain't using his brain to think, all right, DJ put me on a pedestal. I got to be the playmaker. No, I just need to win this game. As you just said, just win, right? No. All he got to do is enough to win. If he keeps that man safe and fuck the stats, fuck trying to be cute, run only when necessary, cover the ball up, and don't throw high passes when unnecessary. That's a game manager. That's all he need to be. And
that's all they did.
Why are we not chalking that up to scheme though? Like why are we putting that on Lamar?
Some of that shit is just the coaching.
When it's Greg Roman calling the QB power plays, it's just Lamar using his athletic ability to make the play.
Coach.
Like the same thing with the fourth down.
Hey, look, coach.
But I know what you're saying. You saying the quarterback come and just change that shit.
Yeah, you got right.
Like nigga, you get me
you're a
fucked
first year player. They're not gonna let you do that shit because you don't know the playbook.
Right. Then we on the same
thing. Yeah, you ain't gonna know none of that. You ain't gonna know the call to change it too anyway. Exactly. You ain't that quick with it. Exactly. But he year 4 now. He can start changing some of that shit. Like, yo, look, I see the defense. This is what Rodgers and Brady and Peyton do.
That's what I'm asking.
They started to see the defense. Like,
that's
hey,
what
coach,
I was asking DJ.
Hey, I'm gonna say if I see this coach, I'm switching it. He don't do none of that. That's what I was trying to tell you. It's levels to it, and yeah, he's a dynamic athlete. but he don't have the brain for the position. You know?
Most of that
You
quarterback
telling me
is free
he ain't
Yeah, Cam didn't have it either.
Most
you
of the
telling me he's
quarterbacks.
not checking at the line? Like that's the thing. Like he's definitely checking at the line. There's motion involved with this.
Oh, God, we're going to break that film down. I don't be seeing them do that.
Most quarterbacking is
I gotta be on the film session. When you break it down, we both gotta look at it. I need to see what he's doing is that.
If that's the case, then here's the thing. If that's the case, then and once again, I'll bring it up to my blue in the face. If that's the case, then and Lamar is 32-8 by not checking at the line at all. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's 32-8.
Yeah,
but
MVP.
he's not going to win no
MVP
championship.
too.
You want to win the championship?
But I'm about to say you won the championship, right?
You say that now. Look, now you got to go back. You got to go back.
If he'll not read defense,
here's my thing, and I don't think it's that he doesn't know how to read defenses. Because I don't like you said, we can look at the film, but I'm pretty sure I've seen Lamar at multiple occasions check the defense.
I see what you're saying. Check
multiple occasions.
That's most important. People gotta look at shit. But they can't do a highlight thing and shit.
I mean,
and start talking about
Patrick Mahomes said last year he's just learning how to read defenses. Y'all realize this, right?
It takes a minute.
He literally said it last year in an interview. I'm still learning how to read defenses.
Yeah, it takes a minute because defenses change.
So my thing is, and you got to remember, like when we go back to the playoff games, and you go back to almost, and I actually know every loss that Lamar's had. Lamar has put them in a position. Lamar and the players around him, I give them all credit. The offensive unit has put them in a position to win the games. You go back to the Chiefs game in overtime. Patrick Mahomes made a ridiculous 4th down play to convert on like, I don't know, it's like 4th and 9 or something. Made a ridiculous play to convert. You look at the Raiders game, right? Yes, you can attribute it to the fumble, but Lamar scored, or Lamar put him in position to kick the field goal, the game winning field goal, and gave it back to the defense with 37 seconds to go in the game. And they ran it right back. The Raiders ran it right back down the field. I chalk a lot of the Ravens issues is like things that we never thought as Ravens fans we'd have to worry about. And it's the defense. They put so much money into the defense. They make it rain for the defense.
Yeah,
right?
no.
They put so much money in for the defense. For the deep, even you go back and look at the Browns game from the 2019 season. Go look at the Browns game, right? They going back and forth, right? And I think there was a turn. I think Lamar got picked or something on like a play that was a glorified punt or something like that. He got picked on a long play. I'll chalk it up to a glorified punt. And then Nick Chubb sprints past everybody on the next play. And that's when they started signing all these players to try to improve the defense. Lamar's been in every game. Like, he's only lost, I think, 2 games by more than 1 possession. Even in the Chargers game, they were getting blown out. They were made to throw the ball. He threw the ball and got back into the game. And they needed 1 stop for them to get a possession to tie the game up. The defense couldn't make the stop. That's what frustrates me. Lamar's doing everything he can with what he's given, right? Lamar's doing everything he can with what he's given. Does he turn the ball over sometime?
That's why.
That's what quarterbacks do.
So what you're saying is pressure make diamonds, and your man can handle the pressure. That's what you're telling me right now. You can't handle the pressure.
Here's the thing.
You just said DJ. It sounds like your man. You want to back up ball for him. He can't handle the pressure. It's messing with his stability. This is a contract game. Don't you want this?
You're telling me he. Here's the thing. What's the pressure? What is the pressure?
True.
Like you want to say he doesn't win big games. Here's the thing. He's beat pretty much every team he's went up against. He's 32-8. That's not easy to do.
Just beat Kansas City. His arch nemesis. He just beat them.
He just beat Kansas City, but he's been within 1 possession every single time, regardless of how bad the perception wants to be that he's played in those games. It was a 1 possession game in every single one of those games, which means if you take away one thing here, the defense gets 1 stop there, it's a whole entirely different thing. Like I can understand what you're saying, because I in the playoff games, have I been impressed in the playoff games? Heck no. But At the same time, I sit here and watch the playoff games and watch them come out and play an entirely different style than they played in the rest of the season. That's coaching, right? Why there's no reason.
So now you're saying you want hardball and that offensive coordinator gone.
I don't. No, I'm saying you're a head coach in the NFL. You know how to adjust. You know what you're supposed to do. Why is it that you're 32-8, but when you look at those 8 games, you doing too much of this? You don't have. Here's the thing. They don't have the personnel. You just said it before. Nobody wants to sign with him, right? So it's obvious they don't have the passing personnel to go out here and pass the ball 50 times. Why is it against the Chargers his rookie year? Not only that, it was his rookie year on top of that. Why did he pass the ball 50 times? Why is that? Why did they only nobody? There's no quarterback in the league they won't pass it 50 times. That's the hilarious part. Why is it that you only ran if you average running the ball 20 times? Why is it
50 sometimes?
Why is it that you coming out in these games that you lost and you running the ball 15 times?
It's not good.
If your quota supposed to be 20,
yeah,
you step in. And that comes back to the point you made. I agree. They are a run first team with a run first offense with run first receivers. You can even, if you want to say it, run first quarterback. I don't believe it, but you can say what you want.
You sound
right. My thing is, if that's the style you want to play, then every single game you should play like that. I don't care what adjustment they make.
That's true.
But in the playoffs, you gotta switch it up because you know what I'm saying. People know what you do.
But that's what they did. And that's what I'm saying. That's what they did. If you go back and look, it was a fake number I made up, but when I looked at the stats, it made sense. When they didn't run the ball 30 times, this was before last year. When they didn't run the ball 30 times, they were like 1-5 or something like that. This was like before this year, I think. They were like 1-5 or something. And I'm like, if the blueprint is to run the ball 30 times, that's just an arbitrary number. But that just means you're the number 1 rushing team in the league. Why are you throwing the ball 40 times to begin with?
Because you dropping 9 in the box. If you dropping 8 in the box, I'm gonna try to hit you. That's when Lamar step up. He supposed to make those throws. But every time that happened, he let him down.
And I get that.
You know, when you run the ball, they're gonna bring the safety down.
And
you try to attack.
I could understand that. But once again, this goes back to the personnel. You don't have the personnel to do that. Because if Hollywood Brown is open and I hit him and he drop it, that's on Lamar now. Right? Like, here's the thing, and the thing that these are like stats that people who aren't fans don't necessarily look at. Last year, the Ravens were, I want to say, first in the league in drops. So they dropped more passes than anybody else. And y'all got to remember, they don't throw the ball as much as everybody else. So that's an issue, number 1. So that shows you what the personnel that Lamar is working with. Number 1 in drop passes. They also was the league's worst in yards after the catch. What? So when I throw the ball 5 yards to you, or 10 yards, or 15, whatever it may be, you ain't doing nothing with it but falling down. That's an issue when it comes to the passing game, because we glorify Patrick Mahomes so much, but when you throw the ball to Tyreek Hill, he could be gone any play. Any play you give him the football, he might be gone. And I think, and this may not be true, this may be something I'm making up, but from the eye test, they got to be dead last in screenplays. They have to be. There's no way.
That's the thing when I look at my bed, there's no screening, there's no moving the pocket. It's just want to force this person to be like Brady. And I don't think that's fair to a quarterback like Lamar or a quarterback like Jay Fields. It's like you gotta go with what they do. If you try to stick them in these little systems, that shit don't work, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at that shit.
And I agree with that, because my thing is, just because you shouldn't be throwing the ball like Mahomes. You shouldn't be throwing the ball like Mahomes 40 times a game or Brady or all these guys. Doesn't mean you can't. It just means that's the system that you're in, right?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
I'm not going to expect Daniel Jones to put up 4,000 yards. He's an accurate passer, but he ain't got no talent.
Like Shanahan, he scrapped his whole thing when he had Kaepernick, right? But he had somebody else before him, and he scrapped his whole thing and made his offense around Kaepernick. I think that's most coaches don't do that. It's always got to stick them into their shit and make them work out of their shit, and that don't work like that, yeah.
Okay. So DJ, you want me to back off Lamar and blame the personnel, which is the front office not getting y'all that decent personnel, and the coaches? That what you're saying?
I'm not saying I ain't saying you can have your own opinion. You can believe what you want to believe, but my thing is, I just want you to watch the game with your eyeballs and don't watch the game through the eyes of the national media.
All games for real. Highlights don't do it. You gotta watch the game.
So you saying me and every NFL analyst out there who actually watch these games before we talk about them, who watch your boy because I gotta talk my shit, so I gotta be on point. You know what I'm saying? You telling us that we just don't see the it factor in Lamar. And yes, John Harbaugh and the offensive coordinator do dumb shit in the playoffs, which I don't understand. But y'all front running team, and that's what I noticed about that. When y'all winning and y'all up, everything go well. When shit is rough for you, and this is the first season, as you said, you pointed out earlier, the shit been rough for y'all, and y'all bouncing back. And y'all winning by any means. Before that, y'all didn't have it as a team.
Now you gotta.
Y'all was always front runners, and Tennessee proved that when they stumped y'all.
I put it to you like this, bro.
Front runners. They front runners too, though. They gotta be in front and then run Henry down your throat.
I give it, and I put it to you like this. The thing about the Ravens that's a little bit different than other teams is, and I've learned this especially more so last year than I did the year before. 2019, the Ravens were running through everybody. They blew out everybody they looked at except for, Seattle, right? Seattle was a close game. Like they blew out the Rams, they blew out the Patriots, all these good teams. They blew out, and that was with Brady. They blew out them all. So Lamar wasn't like Lamar in this system and this scheme, and these players, they weren't used to playing close games. So 2019 happened, they blow out everybody. They get in a close game with the Titans, and the Titans get up on them. But what do we do? All right, I'm gonna try to make a play. I force this throw. I force this run. Like they were pressing, and then in the 2020 season, there were more games that were close, and people were like, "Oh yeah, people they didn't call up to the Ravens. They didn't call up. That's what it is. They didn't call up." And I'm like, no. Good teams have to learn how to win close games too, right? Like we sitting here glorifying Justin Herbert and all that, and that's great. And I'm proud that he beat the Chiefs because the Chiefs need to be knocked down a peg too. But my thing is, we glorifying Justin Herbert, but he went through the same growing pains last year, right? There was a lot of close games, and they weren't on the right side of those close games. And
no, they blame Anthony Lynn for that. I don't know why they did. Cost that man the job, but yeah, they blame him for that.
I give you
Anthony Lynn, the black head coach for the Chargers.
Yeah, I remember that.
Losses and send them to Chicago, right?
I remember that. My thing is, like, now that he's won, I mean, it ain't been but a couple games, but he's won some of these closer games. Like, teams have to learn how to win close games too. Like, if you blowing out everybody you look at, and you can, I mean, dude, think about the 2019 season. Lamar was literally sitting in the fourth quarter in a lot of those games because they were blowing the doors off of people. So then when 2020 came, it seemed like things were closer, but the games were closer. And like, those are the games you got to learn how to win because, like you said, in the playoffs, I mean, you can blow people out, but how often are you blowing people out in the playoffs? Rarely, right? It's more so like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The pendulum swings, right? Yeah. And to me, the Ravens didn't know how to play. They didn't know how to play a game from behind because they hadn't finished it. It's not once again, we talked about it. The Chiefs, that year they lost to the Tennessee Titans in the playoffs. They played the Chiefs, and they were one stop away from beating the Chiefs in that game. Or no, they were one stop away from tying the game up, right? So they didn't get that stop. So the same thing happened in the Tennessee game. Tennessee gets up, the defense can't stop a nosebleed, and then the offense is playing catch up. It's not that the offense can't play catch up because we've seen them do it time and time again. But teams have to learn how to win close games. Justin Herbert, he learned the same thing. We got to figure out how can we come out on the right side of these games? Because if you blowing out people, you don't know how to win close games. You don't have a clue how to win close games because ain't nobody ever near you to make you a little nervous, right? To let you think, dang, all right, I got to make a play now, right? Like,
so you just basically just said your man don't have no clutch gene. That what you just said. He's LeBron James.
So you tell, okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Once again, because anybody can take a statement, put their own spin on it, take it out of context, throw it back at me. Here's the thing, though. Like, my thing is this: he don't have a clutch gene, but Seattle, you had to be clutch to get the fourth down in Seattle when everybody knows. Guess it, because and let's go back to you don't think he got the it factor, but everybody knows who's running this football on fourth down against Seattle. It's an empty set. Ain't nobody back there but Lamar. So who getting the ball? Oh, it's Lamar, right? Same thing against the Chiefs last week.
You saying you got a problem with the coaching then?
Yeah, he dancing around the issue.
I already know I got a problem with the coaching because the scheme is my problem. You don't get 9 sacks off just a rookie. You get 9 sacks because somebody schemed something right.
I mean, same thing. Same thing.
Oh, you running for your fucking life.
Here's the thing.
I think that Harbaugh is in a rare predicament of Marvin Lewis. He won so much but didn't win the big game. And I thought Cincinnati just got tired of him. I think he at Baltimore so long now that the last Super Bowl he won was in 2012 and people forget. So, yeah, I'm about to say, so I think his time might be up.
I mean, the thing
is, you're a winner. Marvin Lewis was a winner too.
But you got
but Marvin Lewis didn't win in the playoffs. Harbaugh did.
Dominant too.
Harbaugh did win in the playoffs. Like, yes, you can say like, oh, Lamar came in and he didn't win in the playoffs. Like, I mean, okay, yeah, but their coaches out here not even making the playoffs and they get passes. Hall passes, going ahead to the bathroom, they get passes. Like, why? That's my thing. Like, and I get it. Don't get me wrong. Have I had my issues with Harbaugh at times? Yeah, but like, and at the same time, like,
okay, I get where you're coming from now, DJ. Y'all need Brian Leftwich. Y'all need a young gun to come in there and teach the call young shit. Because
I don't think Harbaugh is the issue. I would put more to blame on Greg Roman than anything, because Greg Roman hears the same chatter that Lamar hears. Oh, well, Greg Roman can't scheme with a passing scheme, right? Greg Roman ain't had a 1,000-yard receiver since what, Sammy Watkins for the Bills or something? Like, he hear that too. So then he get in his head about having something to prove. You ain't got to prove nothing. You ain't what do you have to prove? Yes, you want to win a Super Bowl, but don't think it ain't gonna come just because you lost a couple playoff games. I'd rather make. Here's the thing, and the people hate people like, oh man, like I'd rather not make the playoffs at all. Like, let Lamar make the playoffs, get beat up a little bit, and then come back better because of it, right? Like that's my thing. You don't know playoff pressure if you ain't in the playoffs. You don't know it. You don't know it. Like, but it's okay. It's okay for great players to crumble under the playoff pressure, because we can give Patrick Mahomes a pass all we want to for the Super Bowl last year, but he still lost it. He still lost it, and it still hurt, regardless of who was standing in front of him at offensive line.
I know that'd be the whole point of how you portray like Monday to Friday on TV. That's it. Because the reality is not what people is their information is coming from what's on TV, right? So they don't watch the games. So they're getting it off of whoever talking on TV. Period. So therefore, it's a disconnect from what's reality and what's happening. Same thing you think about your quarterback, and everybody else think about their quarterback. They see things that people don't see. They only going off what they hear people talk about. Shit.
So what y'all saying is they shouldn't listen to people like me? That what y'all saying?
So when motherfuckers don't watch the game, you gotta watch them in these games, huh?
I'm
To
saying
understand the full capacity of what's happening and shit.
I'm saying you talking of Jalen Hurts and he down 41-14 right now against the Cowboys defense who's supposed to not be good. That they claim, right?
But as usual, when we talk sports, we got to bring DJ in for sure. You know what I'm saying? Come in this joint. Before we let you go though, it's something that I want to talk to you about is Kia Stevens. You know what I'm saying? Anybody don't know about her? That's Awesome Calm. Talk to me, DJ. What's going on with her?
Didn't she retire recently? I think she did. I think she's been hinting at it for a long time. I think she was hinting at it back when she got pregnant when she joined WWE, and then she can't. You you get the itch and you come on back. But I mean, I think she just was kind of done. Like, and I like Awesome Kong a lot. I've always liked Kong, and I think Rabbit and I have always shared that. She just there was always something special about Kong. She was big. She was fierce. So it was.
Yes.
I mean, you can't say enough about Awesome Kong, but I think at the same time, like, I think she hung it up at the right time too. You don't want to. It seems like she's been away though for me. Like
I know, like she came back to retire. Like,
yeah.
I'm reading it right now, right?
So I haven't heard her for a while.
She retired August 28th, 2021.
Yeah, that was a recent match with her and Gail. I think Gail Kim was like a manager or something in this match, where she retired in the middle of the match. Go ahead, Dean.
Shit, that was it.
Jay.
Fuck this shit.
And then her and Kim had a little remembrance down the road, down the memory lane type shit. You know what I'm saying? And them two had some nice matches. You gotta look that up. TNA, Awesome Kong, and Gail Kim. Gail Kim is one of the best. In fact, to me, is the best female wrestler who ever lived at this point in time and at this date. She's the best female wrestler who ever lived.
The best current female wrestler.
Now she don't wrestle. She more of a. I think she got her own league now.
Okay.
So, but to me, I haven't seen a female wrestler yet. I mean, this lady. Now remember, my favorite wrestler is my girl, Tara. That's my. You know that, Jay. I mean, DJ.
Said who?
Terrell.
Don't play with Tara Terrell. Don't do that.
Who? Let me stop though.
Yeah, okay.
The shorty with the big titties.
They used to go against
that's the long legs.
Shit. But her and Gail Kim had one of the best. Look this one up too. Best matches you ever see is for female matches. Gail Kim and my girl Taryn Terrell. It's 1, 2, and 3. You won't look all three of them up. That's just nonstop. In fact, while you at it, you can continue with Mickey James and Gail Kim. You continue from there with Gail Kim and go on from there for TNA. I swear to God, those matches at female level of wrestling has not been matched since they stopped doing that shit in the KO match. Now look, I'm a wrestling buff, right? I used to be.
How about say?
I can't speak on what's going on now, but I can guarantee you damn sure that these girls are not wrestling like they were in TNA. I don't want to ask DJ, is the wrestling going on like it was in TNA for the female?
There made some good matches. I think NXT produced some good matches. If I ever find them, I'll send them to you. But if I find them in their entirety, of course, because I mean, I don't know if the highlights necessarily do them justice. Because I mean, Sasha and Bayley had some good matches. Charlotte has had some good matches. Like I mean, they got their fair share of stars that do some good things. I don't know.
God.
I mean, Bayley's good. Like I mean, all of them are good. I don't know if I say they're as good as Gail is or was. I think they may be better as a whole per se. Like we talking about like character and everything, but in terms of in the ring, I don't know if I would necessarily say that they are I don't know if I necessarily say that they are as good in the ring, but I say as the total package that I mean, I think they done some good things with NXT. Elsewhere, Impact right now. I mean, Deonna Purrazzo's been good.
That's right. Impact is going on, but I think what they got going on now, the program they got going on now is not sustainable, man. I mean, you got EY. I think he one of the main characters on there. EY, everybody know from back in the day. He had so many characters in TNA. He's a fluke now. You know what I'm saying? So you can't take him in one league and try to make him a star. And nobody gonna see him like that.
Let's see.
And they ain't like in his 40s, late 40s now.
He got a pretty good.
No, don't get me wrong. I used to love his and plus he had the power driver too.
Yeah, he got a pretty good group right now, but at the same time, I think groups are hard. Groups are hard to book. I think sometimes because like there's certain guys that are stars and there's certain guys that are just lost in groups. I think especially nowadays. And I think that's just overall there was always guys who kind of just got lost in the sauce of everything.
I mean, that person was not a star anyway. You know what I'm saying? He need to find another profession any goddamn way. He wanted to be a tag team or something. He did that. Roll out.
I did like, and this would be my final point on it, but I did like I liked Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz tag team. You would have liked them. I don't think you got the saw.
I like Hogan.
But you would have liked her little tag team she had. They brought back the Knockouts tag titles. You would have liked their little tag team. If I find some clips, I'll send it to you.
So is it KO on there or just women's division?
So it's KO.
It's KO.
Yeah. They kept that.
DJ, I appreciate you, player, for stopping past the podcast. You know what I'm saying, dog? You know it.
Yeah,
you got me started on this thing. You don't know that or not.
Back when it was TNA Talk.
I appreciate TNA Talk. Real don't know about that. You know what I'm saying?
That's Stephen Pills, though.
That's before you. That's for your time, real.
That's all Stephen Pills right there.
That's for your time, real. But I appreciate you though, man. Tell people where they can find you at. You know what I'm saying? Check out your podcast and all that good shit.
Yeah, man. You can find me the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast anywhere you can Google. We can find us YouTube, Facebook, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc. You can find us there.
I appreciate you, player.
Yeah, man. I appreciate the invite.
Stop past anytime, player. You know how you do that.
Y'all take care, man.
All right, player. Younger. Like I said, he got me started on this motherfucking live shit. Talk to me, Jay. What's going on, player? Now, everybody don't really follow wrestling as much as I don't really follow as much as I used to, right? But I just noticed that Awesome Kong retired. I did want to touch on that. I did want to touch on the fact that what's his name? Joshua. You know Joshua heavyweight fighter?
Yeah, he got knocked the fuck out.
Nigga lost again.
For real? Yeah.
I already told y'all he was some slop.
Hey, look, you ain't have to say nothing.
He giving the title.
It's
ridiculous.
I kept trying to figure out. It was some podcasts ago when we was talking about this Bama.
Yeah.
I was like, who the fuck keep putting belts on him? Who is he fighting to get belts?
Because when you look at him, you thinking, okay, boom, he the champ. You know what I'm saying? He fits the part.
Shit.
He really do fit the part. Like he can go in the movies and all type of shit, but he keep forgetting to win. He got to win too. He lose the people that's coming out the bar. Literally. That's the problem I got here. He not losing the people that,
He lost to this guy.
And every time somebody touch him on the chin, he get woozy,
Woozy?
Like, I'm talking woozy. Nigga hit him with a jab, he woozy. Overhand right, he woozy. He can't even stand there. He the worst fighter I ever seen, Slim. For a heavyweight, put it like that. Far as the big name recognition, he done made a lot of money off his name. And he's some complete garbage. I thought he was some shit, right? When he lost to the Spanish fat dude. How you lose to him?
Cruz. They keep trying to set the fight up between him and Tyson Fury. And I'm like, dog, if he fight Tyson Fury, he gonna kill his ass.
I think Josh Finney, but yeah.
I can't even get Deontay Wilder to beat him. I don't even got that going on. And they clowned his ass a few weeks ago, lifting fucking 200 pounds one time. He maxed out.
Nick said that nigga maxed out.
Like 200, it was 200, 250 pounds. And he maxed out, and they was clowning his ass on live.
First of all, main man is a
250
British.
ain't easy though.
He a British fighter.
No, 1, 2, that's it.
Two-time
Like,
former.
Hey, most people can't even get 200 one time. Though, you know.
I do 200 like 10 times.
Okay.
250, 2 times.
Everybody
10
can't do that,
times.
dog. Everybody can't do that. Everybody ain't OnlyFans J out here, you know.
Shit, you could do.
Nah, I've been out of practice.
But I already knew dude with some shit, yeah.
I've been to this dude with some shit.
He a British
some-
fighter. He can't take no punches.
He do.
He held the
He
WBA,
more do.
the IBF, and the WBO and the IBO titles, all from December to September 2021. December 2019 to September 2021. He held those titles. But the nigga, that's one of them joints when the manager place you in these good positions. You know what I'm saying? Because once he fight anybody, he's some garbage, yeah. Like the lowest tier fighter will get him in trouble. You can't even pick a fight for this nigga. If you was manager, you can't be like, all right, let's try this bum here. He ain't fought in 3 years. You can't pick that. Because the nigga I left hook, he gonna put this nigga to sleep.
Look at that with Pacquiao.
He can't take no punch. He's 6'6", 240. Woo. 31 years old. His fucking career is over at 31. Because why? He can't take no punches, dog. Body shots, head shots, nothing.
Glass Joe out there, dog.
He Glass Joe.
The
What's
fight,
his name?
I saw the fight.
Glass Joe
The fight
Usher.
came on at 1 o'clock on Saturday.
Glass Josha.
Try to put it on there when nobody be up.
This fight comes on early because he don't fight. He don't like fighting nowhere outside.
And he don't want to fight nobody, man. He's some
And
garbage.
he don't want to fight nobody.
He's some trash.
So now Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury will have to go fucking to this dude.
Yeah, over there, yeah,
Get
yeah.
the titles.
Yeah.
Because they can't fight.
It doesn't matter no more because white boy went over there. Some British Batman took it from him.
Right.
Nah, the Batman from where Russia? Russia. You think it's from Russia? He hit this nigga with 2 left hooks. He wobbly for the rest of the fight. Fuck out of here. Out of all people, my thing is, I love boxing so much. I love heavyweights is more dynamic part of the boxing because they going out. Them motherfuckers going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But right now, the heavyweight division is some slop, man. You got half of these fighters really not fighting like this nigga right here. He's some slop. He complete over glorified garbage.
And what you saying that he's garbage and
Terrible.
slop is an understatement.
That's what I mean. You
Like-
can't take no punch.
He can't take no punch.
If they make Mike Tyson over again, he will be the Glass Joe Usher. It won't be Glass Joe. It'd be him. He put him in the spot of Glass Joe. Yeah, some complete trash.
He might have to switch the name Glass
Yeah,
to
ASAP.
wet pussy.
That nigga some trash. And it makes it bad. They put him in these fights where he can get paid and move on. You know what I'm saying? Like the fight he just had. If it would have beat him, he would have been the winner of the Tyson joint. It'd been him. Big money. No, he get his ass whooped by a fucking Russian.
Mm-hmm.
Silly shit, dog.
Sounds about right.
Completely dumb. But
Canelo fight coming up.
no. What y'all think right now? Do he come back off this ass whoop? Now remember, he lost to the Spanish fat motherfucker. Do he come back again off this one?
Yeah, money out there, dog. People want to see him fight.
I think the next fight he gets hurt. He gets really hurt because it's gonna be somebody gonna knock him completely fuck out the ring. The nigga's a wobbly fool. He gets touched on his temple one time. He wobbly as fuck. I think bring him down from right now. There ain't that many heavyweights, but
like heavyweight.
it's just terrible.
He shouldn't be a heavyweight no more.
He got to come down. He can't take heavyweight punches, dog. He got to come down, drop his weight to cruiserweight like Holyfield did. Because heavyweight punches, he can't take them. He's 6'6" and piece of shit. How you be 6'6" and can't take these punches, dog?
And this is what you train to do.
I mean, he get touched one time, he woozy, Slim. For the rest of the fucking fight.
Man, Rocky Four say he's cut.
What's the other joint? Stop the fight. Fuck out of here, man. I feel for motherfuckers in his training camp because y'all wasting y'all fucking time with him. Because as soon as he get hit, all that training y'all did is out the fucking window.
It's not a good look.
Exactly, yeah. If you watch him fight, it's terrible, yeah. Lord have mercy.
But yeah, it was a disappointing fight. I think I caught some of it.
No, it's terrible because every time he get touched, he's sleepy. That's not fair to the motherfucker consuming this shit.
Yeah, it is.
Jay, you can't consume a fight and the motherfucker sleepy as soon as he get touched. That's a Tyson fight. You know, Tyson niggas ain't want to pay for that shit because as soon as you go and sit the fuck, you ain't got your food.
I know.
The shit over.
I got my popcorn ready, my beverage.
Nigga Tyson fight, you don't pay for that shit. Hell no.
I remember he fought somebody.
Hurricane Sutton. That joke was over at 30 seconds.
You can't do it. You never pay for that shit.
Yeah, when he first came home. For some dude named Hurricane Sutton.
Yes.
Man,
when he first came home, I went to go give me some nachos. I had the nachos in my hand. I was pouring cheese on the junk. Next thing you know, pop, 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 boom, on the ground. I was like, God damn.
Everybody was like, oh, man was paid to take a dive. Tyson didn't even hit him that hard. He just failed.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, it don't matter, man. That shit was over with, man.
I mean, he knocked out too many people for somebody to say one person was faking.
Yeah.
He knocked out too many motherfuckers.
Knocked out too many people in the first round.
Yeah.
In like 15 seconds.
Yeah, no bullshit.
That's right. By the time OnlyFans dipped that chip, bam. Over. Like, damn.
It's like anybody that went to go get the food was fucked. They come back, they gotta tell the story.
And you better not go to the bathroom because by the time you come back, all the people in the ring, they already talking.
You can't take that liquor run. You can't do none of that. Whoever do the liquor run, fucked.
You fucked.
Any Tyson fight, don't go nowhere.
Normally, when you get the Tyson paper, you looking for the undercards anyway.
Stay home. You don't have to be hungry, nigga. Just come in.
Unless it's 1990 in Tokyo, then you fucked up. But outside of some shit like that,
that's true.
The third perspective.
That's true. Man,
busting.
Now over the weekend, been a lot going on with Kelly Price. What's going on with her, dog?
The Lord told her to come home, and she started walking somewhere, tripping.
It looked like she gained her weight back.
For sure, yeah.
She was just like.
That's what happens when you get on drugs, dog. You gain your weight back.
You do.
She was on drugs.
The Lord provides, my man. The Lord provides.
Now, Kelly Price was missing. She was missing, according to her family, right? They couldn't find her. They didn't know where she was at. This is a Grammy-nominated R&B and gospel singer. For everybody don't know, Kelly Price. And she got contracted with COVID-19, right? And I'm thinking she said she lost her life on the table. She said she came to. This is why our family ain't know what she had, because she took herself to the hospital because she was fighting the COVID thing on her own. But once the fever went to 102, 103,
yeah, that's when you gotta go.
she took herself to the hospital. But once you get to that level,
in danger with
things are shaky. Yeah. So once she got in there, she said they lost her on the table. Then she came through. So glad to see her back, and you know what I'm saying, and make it through that right there. But fever, y'all cannot play when y'all getting these fevers up to 102, 103. You can't wait to get to 103. Because 104, I don't think you're gonna be here. So you can't be testing anybody out there, man. If you're not feeling good, just go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? I understand that most people got to go to work. I get that. I already know we 9 to 5. We get that shit. You might be forced to go sometimes, but if you feeling to the point where your shit is 102, nigga, test your temperature. You gotta go to the doctor, man.
Go to the doctor.
Don't fight that. That's walking pneumonia and all types of
go
shit.
Anyway, you know. Hopefully they see.
Because you can fuck around her pneumonia. Like my mother had like a couple of weeks ago.
Dang.
She had pneumonia the whole time. She didn't know what was, her fever was going up and shit. She thought she had the coke, but she had the shots. But she didn't know what was wrong with her. She took her to the doctor. She had pneumonia. She's walking pneumonia out this earth.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
good.
So you gotta be careful with that shit, man. When you just not feeling good, you go to the doctor. Fuck that job. As you can see now, these jobs don't give a fuck about nobody,
They'll
man.
replace you as soon as you die.
They don't care. They gonna shoot your ass up with 5 shots a year. They don't give a fuck.
No, they don't care about that. But yeah, like I said, you die and they replace you the next day.
I don't know, man. This Kelly Price thing is funny because a lot of family didn't know where she was at, and she was in the fucking hospital. It's
Maybe
crazy.
she don't talk to them. Maybe they beg too much.
That's gonna be most families.
Yeah.
So
You make it. You know.
Now,
First
first of all, she will not say whether or not she's vaccinated or not before or after.
what the fuck you hiding for? It don't matter. You not. Stand with that shit. You are. Stand with that shit.
own that shit.
Yeah, don't say what the fuck you hiding for. We don't give a fuck. You are. You not.
She let her temperature get to 103 before you
Yeah,
get the doctor.
that tells me right there you got bad judgment.
You tripping, yeah.
So I already know.
See, let's see. I had started spitting blood, and then at the same time I had a temperature of 102 or
You
something.
ran your ass to the hospital.
And I ran my ass to the hospital.
Expeditiously.
They was
Like
"Jay,
T.I.
where
say,
you at?"
expeditiously.
Expeditiously.
Where the hell he at? No more expeditiously?
They called me on
third
they
person.
called me on video FaceTime or on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, they're trying to make sure they knew where the fuck you was at.
It was like, "We you?" I'm talking about y'all two. Y'all hit me.
Oh, okay.
Y'all hit me up on the jump. It was like, "Oh, you in the hospital?" They saw my gown and shit.
Yeah, I had to put 2 and 2 together. I was like, hold up. I ain't in the hospital. I'm sick as a dog. Something adding up here, man. My man sleeping half the day. You know what I'm saying? He what they call it, non-symptomatic. So yeah, it was all down for a minute. But
That's true. I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, you non-symptomatic. It's all good though.
He's just gonna just tell me I'm something. You know what I'm saying?
You non-symptomatic.
I
That's
finally,
If I ain't getting it, I ain't
finally
getting it.
got it.
non-symptomatic. It's okay.
I
You
finally-
had it because you slept half that day.
And I don't even. I know, yeah, something's wrong with
that.
something's wrong.
You slept the whole day.
Someone's wrong. I had a headache.
Yeah, I know I
that
did.
too. Yeah.
But see, I think I mean,
Don't
not
forget,
think-
I remember I had a headache.
Yeah,
That's
you was
about
done.
it.
You was done. He was like, what the fuck going on?
But I had to sit down with
Yeah,
that headache
sat
for
down.
sure. But that night with that headache I had is when I found out y'all was calling me with that. I was found out y'all had that shit. I'm like, man, that had to be what my headache about. I had a crucial
Tough
headache.
dude, baby. I couldn't move.
I had one of them headaches that felt like somebody when you was kid and somebody pick you up by your leg.
Yeah.
I had one of them joints like, what the hell going on?
Yeah,
I gotta go lay
work.
down.
I was like, damn, man, I don't want to go home early. It's like, man, you ain't never asked to go home early. I was like, man, I gotta go home, man.
Shouts out to Jay to try to do the podcast from the hospital bed. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Ass cheeks out and everything.
Podcast, you know what I'm
saying?
The nurse was like, we can't do this. Nurse, you live, bitch. What's wrong with you? Say hi. This is the third perspective.
Yeah, call Macaroni Tony out there. He's out there
Yeah,
booking
no.
them nurses.
This is the third perspective. Wake up, ho.
So about the COVID, right? Because I had did this fire stick, and I just have remember. This is probably where I quoted from. His girlfriend,
He had it?
No, his girlfriend had it,
Ooh.
and,
So that gets you in trouble every time.
and he didn't know. I didn't
I
know.
mean, ain't nobody gonna know, man.
She was in the bed asleep.
We're not gonna keep being scared of this shit 5 years later and shit. You still saying COVID-19 is 2027 and shit. Like, nigga, the fact you saying 19 mean that shit some garbage. What's wrong with you? But hey, Kelly left on the Instagram. She said, "Thank you for your love, concern, and prayers. I truly appreciate them and all of you who sincerely did them. They are the most. They are not lost in me. I promise. I'm going back to the solace and silence where I can put the first things first, and that to be restored to my healthy and to be whole again." Kelly.
She already getting the
Layman
home.
terms, I'm gonna fuck away from my begging ass family
She
and all these
going back
motherfucking
quiet. She
people
going back
around.
on her hole again, nigga.
Yeah, I'm going back to put my
Like-
feet up and let joy
like,
fruits
nigga,
of my labor.
I was in a hole away from all this tomfoolery. Just because I got COVID don't mean I'm back in this tomfoolery. I'm back gone again. Fuck y'all. There's some people, man, like Shaq said the other day, don't call him no celebrity boy. He out of this shit. But it's hard for you to do that when you're dumbass on dumbass commercials singing. Sing like you're an opera, you dumbass
Try to say
Jack.
that Papa John's to y'all.
Fuck wrong with you?
Papa John's got stuff crust.
when he was in that general
That
commercial.
fucking Tom, the cruise ship joint. He got so many piece of shit ass joints. He's gonna talk about he don't want to be home, you know. He gonna sign all these contracts with all these piece of shit ass commercials. He gonna say, I don't want to be famous. Nigga, stop signing these contracts, you jackass. Singing on fucking in front of a boat. Somebody, hey, get this nigga out of here, Slim. You keep putting Shaq on shit anyway.
I ain't know Shaq was a platinum selling artist.
Don't do that, man.
Hey,
I try to tell you.
hey,
Man.
Shaq is a platinum selling
I told y'all that. I put respect on his name, man.
He
made some nice
he had
CDs.
3 record
Y'all
deal.
told me no.
Nah, he's trash.
And he had a lot of people from West Coast all on his shit. I was telling y'all that shit back then. Come on, man. Cube was on one of his joints.
That's trash.
Y'all better stop playing.
Hey, he actually sold a million copies though.
What he did was put so many people on his joint. It drowned out him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had so many people on all his CDs. He had like 5, 6 CDs though.
No, he said he did.
He worked hard.
2 or 3.
He worked
He
hard.
said
You
he
gotta
had a
give him
deal.
credit.
He said all that he only made was $1 million. So he said, "Fuck that, I ain't doing music."
He put in more work than Snitch 9. He got more work put in than Snitch 9. And all his records hit more than Snitch 9.
All I remember for is Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu. Shaq Fu.
I had that game, dog. I was impressed, dog.
That's my nigga though.
Hey, it's Ricky Carr and everything. Man, I got put out. Man, I lost all the
How the
Ricky
nigga
Carr.
say he don't want to be famous no more? What's that about?
I don't know.
You don't want to be
He be
famous.
tripping. I mean, sometimes you make enough money. And what the fuck? Like you say, he about $500,000 to $500 million. He about 500.
True.
Yeah, a 400.
True.
So he good.
True.
He got the money coming in. People love to see him. He got his ex-wife or wife. I don't know if they married back again. She got her own little show. I don't know if they should do it no more, but you know, she made up money off that. He's a celebrity, you know. Everybody knows Shaq.
Not
Man,
good,
now
not
he
good.
could just be like the bouncer in the hood movies. There you go.
I don't know. It brings me over to a few things happened this weekend. Made me think, right?
So we mixed it.
In a relationship, right? Because when I get into let's say we're about to go into R. Kelly, right? But it dawns on me, what's the limit of things you would do in your relationship?
Whatever bitch let me do.
Like, how far it would all right, what would make you, what's the limit of what you would take from your spouse? Like, what can make you
Trigger. What can trigger you?
You can make you pull the plug on this shit. What
So
can
you
make
mean the threshold? What's your breaking point?
exactly like?
Everybody got different ones.
For example, when people get in a relationship, are you in a relationship because she fine as fuck?
No.
Like, what are you looking for once you get in a relationship? And to me, like, if you're in a relationship, what are you looking for before you get in a relationship? Like, most people got their list of shit. Like,
I know what I'm looking for.
you know what I'm saying? So,
All
all
right,
right, let's say Jay, because Jay's single, right? You right?
Yeah,
I
start with
don't want to say that, and your girl won't take your head off and get in the house.
You mean as entanglement?
He be having a lot of tangles.
Yeah, he got a lot of entanglements.
But
Keep up the good work.
if you, let's say, what is it between, what makes you get in a relationship, first of all, and stay in it, right? Is it the looks? Is it she sexy or he? Or what can make you, what's your point of, what's your idea of the perfect relationship that you get into? What makes you stay in this relationship as getting married and staying forever? What you need from a girl? What you looking for, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody got different definitions.
I'm looking for money and stability.
That's what's up, though.
Okay, when you say money and stability, what is that? Like, money is what though?
Get
Like,
deep with it.
Are you going
Let's stay with money. What
You
is
know.
money?
bills gotta get paid, car note gotta get paid, you know. If you got kids or if you want kids, they gotta get right. You gotta get right. I gotta get right. We gotta go places.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta go to Atlantis.
The
We gotta go
third
on the boat.
perspective.
Okay.
We gotta do this. We gotta do that. You know, we gotta travel.
So this is pre-meeting, right? When you meet this girl, these things gotta be already in line, right? That what you're saying,
For love and money.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Gonna make that
Real.
money.
So I mean, real already. All right, we'll come in real different. What in relationship can happen that can make you leave this relationship? Like, all right,
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, trust.
You understand?
If I can't trust you, I don't want to be by you. A lot of shit I can let go. You know, we all fuck up in life, but if it's to the point where I can't trust you, or I like wanting to be around you, that's my breaking point. So, what breaks my trust is me not feeling comfortable to be around you. So, let's say if I got to sit in my car 45 minutes before I go in the house, that's a bad sign right there. That means I'm contemplating, do I want to do this anymore? And if I do go in and
that's true,
and we discuss stuff and the stuff that we discuss on both ends is not being done, then what are we really doing here? We're just wasting our time. You know what I'm saying? But it's always trust with me. If I can't trust you, if I got to start looking on my shoulder, and I tend to draw crazy junk, so I'm like, young, did you do something about food? Are you fucking around? Or you giving money to another nigga? Shit like that, though. When I got to question that, when I can't sleep peacefully anymore, when I can't lay it down and know I'm good, then that's an issue. If I got to watch you much as I got to watch everybody outside, I don't want to be in it no more. That's my breaking point with the trust issue.
Okay. My breaking point would be a little bit of what Real said, but it's more like it's trust, and the other thing is like your personality. And what I mean by that, that person got to be, she got to be smooth with your shit. You can't be all, nagging all the goddamn time and all that bullshit.
That's his relationship.
You get a lot of that though.
I'm about to say that's relationships right there. They gonna nag
you get that, but at a certain cost. Because I don't want to be go to work, come home, and you accuse me of cheating. Like, goddamn,
ain't that, and you ain't spend no time with her.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee it's not a relationship in this world that went through did not go through the female saying or the whoever saying you cheat.
Yeah,
that had to come somewhere in the long line.
Now,
that's why I'm saying.
Now the other thing is, I've been to a relationship that I was in a relationship years ago where a chick was talking about some.
Give me these. I'm about to shoot you.
Like we were about to try to work the living situation together, but it didn't work. I was only up there for about 4 months. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
I can Tina can't do it, or it's more of a Yvette and Jody type shit. But y'all gonna fight all the motherfucking time. I don't want that shit.
Nah, it was more like not Tina and what you call it, but
the cake anime.
It was more like a controlling thing.
Yeah, that's another part of it.
I can't get control. I'm a grown man.
It's a cake anime.
Everybody can be controlled, dog.
But ultimately, I've been to a relationship years ago. Matter of fact, this relationship was when I was working at Smithfield. That's why it got me fired from Smithfield. Fucking with her.
Dang. You can't blame her now.
I mean, like, yeah,
you gotta give your opinion.
It's a lot of reasons.
It was a controlling situation.
There's a lot of reasons. For me, first of all, to me personally, you don't get in a relationship unless, like, most people get in a relationship for sex, right? Or the sex good, or she's sexy, or whatever.
Or is it just a good vibe, Y'all vibing at the go-go.
Me personally, I don't think relationship lasts off the sex was good. I'm trying to tell you. Me personally, I don't think if you're not looking for somebody that's going to be your friend, you're going to be in trouble, because most of your life, if you want to spend it together, it's not going to be sexual.
Well, I mean,
it's just not.
I mean, niggas, they shit still worked in the 90s, dog.
Even if you living together, if you're supposed to be wanting to live for the rest of your lives, which should be 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
And y'all not gonna be y'all gonna be 70, 80 and fucking.
Yeah.
Like, fucking gonna go out the window for a female like in their late 50s.
No.
They gonna just be like, that's not nothing on their mind. And as a male, you might be doing some shit crazy on the side, something.
But then when you stick your dick in there, it's probably gonna be like
Sand.
sand.
It's like, nah.
You got Vaseline for that, dog. KY Jelly. Don't listen to them people.
But no, but most
open that
females,
thing up,
I don't know,
it's
like
like-
my grandmother and my grandfather didn't even sleep in the same room. Like, but they was married forever. You feel me? It's like, to me,
I've
I don't
heard
think
that too.
sex.
Yeah, I ain't never get the Lucy and Ricky shit. They had the separate bed.
My grandmother and
I
grandfather
was
did
like,
that.
what the fuck are we doing?
I've heard.
They did not sleep in the same room.
I've seen
But
grandparents.
I get that
did
though. Sometimes I do want my own room. I want to
But
cuddle
you
up,
can't
man.
think
Yeah,
that way.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
plus, once you get older, it's not about sex no more. You just want your space. You want your shit where you do shit at.
Yeah.
Not where y'all can lay in a room and fuck. You feel me? It's not that no more. So you basically separate because you do that shit in there and I do my thing over here. You feel me?
But
It
the only
ain't about
reason-
fucking no more. When you young and 20 and 30s, it's about we gotta be in the same bed, in the same room, because I want to fuck you every 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And when
Yeah,
you
them
sleep, I'm
early
gonna fuck.
20s, yeah.
But
So it ain't about that when you get late in your age. That's why I say when you're in a relationship, what are you looking for? Because it better be more companion and friendship. Because anything happen, like for me, example, my house burnt down, Slim. I had my girl in it. She got burnt 30% of her body, but luckily it wasn't her face. And somewhere where you can see it when you see her. You feel me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the key point of that. Imagine if it had been all over her face. And I already see from where I've seen it at, it was no change for me. You feel me? That's why I was asking y'all, like, what would happen if something like that happened, really? Because it can't be about sex and it can't be about their looks, because some of that shit would change.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
I was lucky, be honest with you, because none of that changes. It didn't touch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it could be deforming, put it like that.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, after chick have a baby, her body different. You know what I'm saying?
That
She
too.
adjusting to it. You got to adjust to it too. Like you said, it don't really matter to me. You know.
That's why I say,
It's-
only
she's
relationships
still
to
her.
me work if y'all friends, period. If y'all not cool ass friends, and sometimes y'all watch shit together, y'all do shit together just normally. And then sometimes you do shit and be like, man, I need her with me because this is some wild shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's your fucking friend now. You know what I'm saying? And that comes into play more than sex, I'm telling you. And then to me, like I always told y'all, you can't treat your ladies like whores.
Yeah, I gotta hold that joint out, bro.
Can't do that,
Jay
Jay.
do that all the time. You shooting like horse, right, Jay?
You know what I'm saying? Now that brings us to R. Kelly, man. Y'all never heard about R. Kelly, man.
Yeah,
They found him guilty.
in New York. He still got other
They
cases.
still got cases in
Cases all over
Chicago.
the place.
Yeah,
Just 10 years to life. This run in New York, but
I think they're gonna run all that shit concurrent. He ain't do number 2, 3 years.
I don't
The
know.
shit that kid. I mean, I understand.
I mean,
this
some of this
is-
shit is a long time ago. How y'all going for his whole career? So we going back to 87, 88?
That's tough. That's
Yeah,
tough.
you talking about 30 years ago? You gonna try to get me from 30 years ago?
Nah, see, again, they did some slick shit.
I
here.
know I was about to say he was trafficking.
They put them under what's the mafia back in the day? They used to put them under this racketeering thing
Oh, Rico.
because they couldn't get them. They had to get it where they get a lot of people saying, "All right, he told us we
Yeah.
under his rank." Put it like
Yeah.
that. So this was the only way they really could get him by alluding to a lot of shit he did and getting a lot of people to say, "Okay, I was in a position where something like that happened with me." Right? To me, I don't like the only part about this when you bring up Aaliyah and use her as your basis. That's the only thing I ain't like about the whole thing.
the
Because
defense attorney was terrible.
we all know Aaliyah loved this nigga to death.
Yeah.
And he was dead and gone, and she was still prospering while
She dead and gone.
exactly.
He was prospering.
And
with her.
even when they was separated for a while, she was doing shit on her own.
Yeah.
On her own, she was blowing up before she died.
Yeah.
And she never, in no interviews on Hollywood Access or nowhere,
Down that man.
said she had a problem with him.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's fair now. I ain't never heard her mother say anything bad
Yeah,
about her.
that too.
Mm.
So I don't even think it's fair to use her as your basis of getting him. And to me, it was dead from the beginning because unless you was 6 years old
Yeah.
when this shit started, if you was 10, you 20 something now, and about your whole life you've been thinking of him as a rapist. Pretty much. There's nobody walking in America don't have no thought about him. So there's no jury you can put in there that don't have no thought on him.
Yeah.
Because I don't care what age it is, Jay. Because this been going on for 10 years.
Yeah.
So you had to be 10. You're 22 now. Of course you think of him as that. So who they got in there? Anybody in their 40s already think he a rapist. So he was dead from the start, Slim. But to sneak it all in New York where none of this happened,
Yeah.
but they using racketeering, I don't know, Slim.
the defense attorney did a bad job anyway.
Oh, he's terrible. Terrible.
Because he did an
He
argument.
wrote-
The closing
Didn't put him on
argument.
stand. Didn't bring witnesses. It was
He didn't do
terrible.
anything.
It was terrible.
And then this week, he did the closing arguments, right? The closing argument, he gonna tell these people that he's compared to Martin Luther King.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, he's done.
He been in jail, 2 years now? They're going to use that time, sir. They can't hold him for too long.
All right, we're gonna see.
He might got another year, depending on how these Chicago cases go.
Let's listen
They
to
might run all that shit concurrent.
what's his lady name on CNN? One of these bitches.
Oh, everybody.
We're gonna
has-
just listen to what are the charges and what's his future looking like real
Singer
quick.
R. Kelly. He has been found guilty of racketeering. He is also charged with sex trafficking. These are charges that could send him to prison for decades. And CNN Jean Casares has been following this case for us. We also have CNN legal analyst Aretha Martin. She is here with us also. Okay, Jean, this just happened. I know you are scrambling to figure out exactly what all of this means, as am I. So guilty in racketeering.
And the Eastern District of New York, the courts just tweeted that out. So they are saying guilty of racketeering. There was one count of racketeering. There were 14 different acts involved, including sexual exploitation of a minor, bribery, kidnapping, and sex trafficking charges. So this is all we have.
Stop for a minute right there for a minute. All right, the racketeering joint is hard to explain. That's a lot right there. That racketeering is deep. But when you say 14 counts and only one is a minor, you know what he's talking about? They talking about Leah, yeah.
So they brought
When he murdered her. He murdered her. Remember, the first 3 days is all they was talking about was Leah. He murdered her when she was 14 or some shit. 15. Hold up. He murdered in one of these states where it's legal to murder these girls. Was it 16 or something?
Yeah.
He murdered her. But this is all they was bringing up. That was their minor. You feel me? I don't know, man. I think you had enough without using her,
Johnny
man.
Cash had a minor. Elvis had a minor.
Yeah. I think you had enough to. Did they though?
No,
If I
you
was
don't.
with Without putting a lid in it?
Because that, like you said, that the jury resonated with that.
Shit off the break.
So if you put it in there, even if you got a few 20-year-olds or 22-year-olds, most of the people know Aaliyah. And the ones that 30, 40, or 50, shit, everybody knows.
They
Aaliyah.
done, yeah, he done with them.
So they
Pretty
you
much
get justice
anybody-
for her, even though she never, like you said, brought that shit up. So,
Anybody that's in the jury pool that's over 35, he was dead. And then if they're in their 20s, all they know of him as is a rapist.
Yeah.
So he just did. The jury pool, I don't know where they can find one at.
it wasn't tainted.
Yeah. They would have to go to Canada or something. That's it. Because
Yeah, they knew what they was doing, man. Like when they, like you said, racketeering. What the fuck? What do you mean? Who you racketeering?
when they doing it, let's see, let's finish. Let me see what they say. Make sure.
Now, he's also charged with the Mann Act, which is a federal law involving sex trafficking. Now, nothing on that yet, so they could be in the midst of the reading of this verdict because.
Now you notice the sex trafficking is the one verdict they haven't. You notice that?
Yeah. I'm assuming they're saying he was transporting one.
But the racketeering is the one joint they got.
On the Mann Acts were the counts after that, 2 through 9. And so we don't know how far they've gotten.
Kidnapping,
This is an extremely
forced
complicated
labor.
trial. It is very, very sophisticated.
Hold on, stop.
It
Stop
went-
this right there. It says racketeering one count with 14 acts, including kidnapping and forced labor
Who?
and sex trafficking, violating the Mann Act. We don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look that up. 8 counts of the Mann Act. Y'all heard that before?
No. Hold on. So they saying he took these broads? I thought they all came with him.
They saying once they came there, he kept them there without their, like, locked them in there. Put it like that. I mean, me personally, I don't believe some of this stuff.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I just don't. It's hard for me to believe some of this stuff, but I do believe that the people around him was bringing him girls. I do believe that.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, if this is racketeering, that means Main Man and the Bunny Ranch.
Yeah.
All these people are racketeering now.
Yeah.
Literally, if this is racketeering, if to me it's like a culture of them bringing him girls, and he's just a sick, nasty fuck. Period. Make you get on your knees, probably piss on you. Just a sick, nasty ass dude. But to me, that's not illegal, right? To them, they saying he had a culture of people bringing him girls that's underage. That's what they get him on. They call it racketeering. You feel me? And we all know as black people, most of the girls there, they went there on their own. They did that shit on their own.
Stayed there on their own too.
We know that. And their parents knew about it, right? We all know that. We know that as black
coalition,
people.
banged the door down, took the kids. Nothing.
Is that racketeering? I mean, I don't think it's racketeering, to be honest with you. I think this shit here is some shit he should be locked up for, but not by himself, right?
Yeah, it's all
his
right,
wife should be going. I know she helped.
I know.
If it's gonna be racketeering, his wife have to be involved. The managers, everybody. Yeah. Why? It can't be just him then. If it's racketeering, you see what I'm saying? If it's just motherfucker, he kidnapped the bitches by himself, you wouldn't use racketeering. If he doing everything by himself, you wouldn't just use racketeering to lock him up. You would have brought that up. Racketeering is like a conspiracy thing, a big umbrella that you was running. That's what that is.
That's what they tried to get Stitch 9 with.
Yeah, they did.
They tried to get him with that, but then wind up Stitch.
There were 50 witnesses. There were many young women that testified that R. Kelly had kidnapped them, held them in rooms. They could only go to the bathroom or eat if they got permission from his people. They had to wear baggy clothes, they testified, unless they were in his presence. They could only look at him. They could not look at other men. It was...
Let's stop right there. They had to wear baggy clothes. They can only look at him and not other men. Like, it's like niggas out here with multiple wives with these same rules, right? Or the bunny ranch and shit like that with the same rules. Or like, is this shit? Oh, is this shit racketeering? This is a slippery slope they just did. Y'all know that, right? Yeah. Because
they moved to New York, Mormons, Utah.
There's a lot going on out here. Organized sex, slave, and hoes. Yeah. Almost legally. It's like the white people could know how to do it legally. Like the man in the bunny ranch is literally doing this shit. The nigga, what's the bunny motherfucker? But the bunny, what's him? Playboy.
Hugh Hefner.
In plain sight, he would not let his girl go past 21 years old.
But you know, that wasn't the only bunny ranch.
Did that happen though?
I mean,
he would not let a girl for 50 years. We watched this nigga grow old, but his girl would not go past 21 years old.
Yeah, he got rid of it.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
We watched that though, Jay.
So from 18 to 20.
Everybody watched that.
Yeah, he was pissing on that girl.
He would not let them go past 21 and give a new one. Mm-hmm. Ain't that some shit? Was that racket? I know he racketeering shit. He racketeering but I ain't gotta get in the bunny joint, the Playboy joint. He really racketeering. If this racketeering for sure, but it's sticky because some of these girls that slipped in his joint were young, and I do believe most of them lied. I do not believe he bringing them in there and saying she's 16, bring her in. Oh, she 15, cool, bring her too. I ain't got this nigga doing that shit, you know. These bitches was 15, 16, but look 20. Mm-hmm. And he just asked a fucking question, thinking niggas around him bringing them girls that's legal. He ain't got to go through that. You know what I'm saying? Now, Aaliyah is a term they turned. I don't feel that one. If you want to use Aaliyah for your case, it's just that's the problem I have with this whole thing. Not Aaliyah. You got all these bitches you can bring in there, but you use Aaliyah?
Because she can't defend.
I don't think that she should be used. And then he got the weakest. Now, I'm starting to realize why he was trying to sell his stuff too for the last 2 weeks. He didn't have no money.
He's negative.
This lawyer he had was
garbage. Off the book, trying to make a name for himself.
Man.
And over his head.
Yeah, he was in over his head. This motherfucker said he compared him to Martin Luther King.
It's just a lot of shit he let slide.
It was a tragedy. He didn't even go to a law firm that would literally try to get him the fuck out of this trouble.
He'd been better off getting somebody from a Cochran firm.
But you gotta realize his case is so toxic. Like I was just telling y'all, we can find somebody that don't know about this shit.
They take it pro bono. Motherfucker be like, oh yeah, you one of them. So then we gotta cancel you.
It's like no way you can get a jury. Where they coming from? Alaska? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
You could try Alaska. They might not. They don't know about R. Kelly and this shit though. Oh, where can you go without somebody telling you, "Oh yeah, he a rapist," or already have an opinion on R. Kelly? Yeah,
Puerto Rico,
all the way down to 17, 18. Now 16 probably look at you like, "Who's R. Kelly?" or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they ain't heard nothing. Wow.
But 20, 21, he's a rapist to them. You know what I'm saying? It's tough, you know. I don't know. It's tough, but he looking at 10 to life just for those charges. You notice the man thing, whatever. What is Mann Act? The Mann Act, they ain't put it. They that was one of the charges, but they haven't went through with it yet. So I'm gonna find out what the Mann Act is, whatever that is. Now he not. He going to jail, real.
He already there, so
he going to jail for sure.
He already did. So whether they're gonna let him go early or not.
Now, right now, we're looking at a fall from grace from one of the greatest, if not one of the best songwriters in R&B hip hop history.
What?
And we sitting here watching him go from that to in jail, literally.
How you know they had that law?
What law?
The Mann Act, also known as the White Slave Trade Traffic Act of 1910, is a federal law that criminalizes the transportation of any woman or girl for the purpose of prostitution or debauchery. I didn't know that.
Hold on. Say that beginning part again.
The Mann Act is also known as the White Slave Traffic Act.
Stop right there.
Yeah.
The White Slave Traffic Act.
Yeah, White Slave Traffic.
The Mann Act.
Yep.
All right.
That's why I said I didn't even know that one.
First of all, it's two things we gotta realize here. They pulling out the fucking woodwork some shit. Like racketeering and the Mann Act.
They said that no woman would voluntarily enter into prostitution unless drugged or held captive.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
That's
what the Mann Act is?
Yeah, they put that at the end of it too. Or for any other immoral purpose. I was like, okay, they do some slick words in that law.
For anybody watching right now, he got charges of racketeering, R. Kelly, and the Mann Act is soon to come. They haven't put the charges down for that yet. Now, as you see, Rail said, the Mann Act is basically trafficking kids,
women
in general.
They mainly say transportation of any woman or girl.
So women in general, period.
Yeah, this is in women.
So this is where he go from where he going state to state doing concerts and probably traveling with these girls.
Mm-hmm.
But Jackpot got your ass there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't bring little boys in it.
Some of these girls might be traveling by themselves, but they still going to R. Kelly's home or wherever he want to meet them at. We all know as black people, we not dumb. We know some of these girls are doing this shit on their own. We know it. I think some of the jury know it. But some of the things he done was so trifling that they confession was all they was gonna have to come out. Because we gotta remember on some of these cases, they let the jury hear and see stuff that we haven't seen yet. Right? Yeah. They let them see the piss video, of course. We pissed on the girl. And other videos and audio that they showed man, this thing was over for him, yeah. They getting to see and hear shit that we don't hear and see. Him talking to girls any kind of way, which is to me is like a nigga that's a sex maniac, trifling ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To me, that's what he is. Like he tied girls or something, put apples in their fucking mouth or some dumb ass shit. That's just him. Or kneel down until I tell you what's my name? Czar, my name or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's not funny though.
It's him. It seems like some shit he'd do. Like you can't come out of here without no bag of clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Like that. What the hell? What is happening?
Again. With your eyes over.
But R. Kelly, man, I don't know.
He fucked up. You know you fucked up.
You know he fucked up. Like my man said, you know he done fucked up.
Hey man, they used that shit from 1910.
You know you done fucked up, right?
They threw that in there on top of you.
Damn.
They said.
So what y'all think, man? R. Kelly gonna go to jail? Actually,
Yeah, he in there already. He gonna stay a little bit longer. He got about another 3 years. But you fair time, you got to do
yeah,
70%.
spent some time in there already. Yeah.
He been in what 19 months, 18?
If he only got to do 10, I'd say
I don't think. Yeah,
he'll
they might
do 8 of
be.
those.
Yeah.
But if he hold out, when he get out, he's still gonna be rich. Say if he got to do 8,
Yeah.
and he already did 3 of these bitches, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So he got to do another 4. He'll be out in 2024, 25. And all his catalog gonna be so much money. I don't know if they still be tainted by then, yeah.
No. Motherfuckers gonna listen to it.
By the time he get when he get out, it's time for him to get paid. Cause as a songwriter, if he haven't been writing the way he's locked up, I don't know. But the past writing is just you can't deny it. He's fucking genius for real. You know what I'm saying?
Sad.
And that's what I'm about to say. It's just like a sad situation where you see
And all these turncoat women who wasn't all on his nutsack in the first case in 04 when they let him go. Now all y'all doing the Me Too movement. Oh, he got what he had coming. He was a horrible person. I was like, y'all didn't think that shit back in 04 when he beat that case.
that's true.
I'm like, now all of a sudden all y'all turncoats. I see so many people post that shit. Yeah, that's good for him.
I'm just trying to tell you, this is a tough situation because you don't want to be defending a pedophile ass nigga.
Yeah.
But if he was to dig into this case, you know, as a black man,
yeah, record labels,
he ain't really
people. Everybody bring, like you said, everybody bringing them kids.
He's a sex maniac ass, nasty ass, trifling motherfucker. Once he get in the room with you,
this motherfucker talking about he going down to a school. He too big to go down to a school without motherfucking ramming them, rushing them. Oh, it's R. Kelly here and all that. No, I don't believe that. Ain't no way he went down to school, pick no kids up.
That's true.
Ain't no way it would have been a media storm down there.
Extra.
You know, people try and get on. Hey, listen to this. Yeah, did it. Oh, you never got to any kids.
Fuck no.
So I'm gonna say, like you said, it had to be people bringing them to him, and they getting away scot free.
Yeah, because they ain't getting no more money. Because they ain't getting no more money.
Yeah. Parents too. Parents of those kids, they brought the people up, they're not kids anymore. They're full as adults. She was like, what your parents do? Oh, I was an orphan. Or something. You're gonna hear some dumbass story that don't make sense. I'm like, he held you, you couldn't get out. You never screamed for help. I'm being kidnapped.
You know? Something
got I mean, y'all had to leave the house. He took y'all out once in the blue moon. When he went on the road, y'all ain't think, let's escape.
That's what I say. I don't know. It's hard to really put your hands on this one here because
motherfuckers got y'all chained up.
We already know he had to have help.
Yeah, he had help.
Like
when he wasn't there, who watched him?
He got so much shit to do. Yeah. I'm
like, y'all 17, y'all know to just walk out the fucking front door.
Like, when it's time for him to go concert for days and days, we getting the fuck out of here. Like, what the fuck?
I don't like when shit don't make sense. I mean, yeah, you're a victim, but some of it ain't making sense to me.
Or who coming in and saying y'all ain't going nowhere?
Yeah.
Why he gone? Who coming in and locking doors? Who doing that? Because he gone.
And he must have a pistol because there's a lot of y'all in there. I mean,
let's say when he go on tour, who locking you in there?
Yeah.
Who doing this?
I want him. He need to be got.
It ain't like this nigga about to go to a plane and lock y'all before he go himself. You know what I'm saying?
When y'all about to play bathroom, you know how you rip the toilet seat out and put it on your face. You just smack the motherfucker with that motherfucker. Go out the door.
I don't know. This hockey thing is real tough to put your grass in.
Man, I refuse to believe if y'all fucking with this nigga. No knives around, no nothing to stick this nigga. Nothing around shop. Come on, let's be real here. A bottle. I know he had to get drunk. It's a Hennessy bottle. Somewhere went in his throat.
And you gotta wear baggy pants.
Yeah, you gotta do all.
To me, that's just a nigga that got bitches and he don't want nobody see these bitches. Wear baggy pants. You can't look at other dudes. To me, it's like a cult. Like if all cults around America should be, what's this called? Racketeering now.
Yeah.
Simple. It can't get no simpler than that.
Well, he did say he's the Pied Piper of R&B.
He did say that one. The Pied Piper.
Blow the pipe and the kids will follow.
That's not good. He did say that, but yeah, you looking too much into that one.
It's a subliminal message.
If you wanted to be, you know what I'm saying. If you knew
randomly say that dumb shit,
it's for sure.
Why the fuck would you say Pied Piper?
Pied Piper, yeah, it's a problem. The choice of words is a problem.
Yeah. He throwing it out there.
He letting y'all know.
He throwing it out there.
I guess all the songs too.
That's not good.
Yeah. But like I said, man, that shit don't add up.
Yeah.
And I'm saying they just want him. They want him to be the face of. They got Cosby. Cosby out now. It's R. Kelly turn. They want to like, look, this is what we do to Me Too motherfuckers. Y'all ain't getting away with it. We finally got y'all.
It definitely got R. Kelly for sure.
There you go.
If you're new here though,
Right there.
if you're new here, this is the podcast from 9 to 5. It's the Average Joes. We get their take on all trending topics.
Black
we
cat.
call that
The third perspective.
Oh, my cat out front.
you know. Cat out front.
Yeah, we got to bring my man down here. He here now. He home.
Yeah, boy.
He came looking in here. He rolled out.
As we do every time. And then we ain't even on the same night.
Yeah, he looky little.
So he really looking for us.
He's like, oh, okay.
I think it's normal for him now to
Like-
peek and look for us now.
Like, oh yeah, y'all in there? Okay.
So
Like
he
the
started,
lights out, he probably standing like, what the fuck on? I'm gonna wait right here till they come back.
When you want to come in, he gonna start. When you do
The
that,
fuck
he
all we need now is want us to give this nigga some milk. Fuck
Give him
around
some
with you.
milk.
I know we about to do the journal Wednesday.
Fuck around and get that nigga some milk.
You know we about to do the journal Wednesday. We here early. We gonna do that. We on grill.
Hmm?
You probably want a hot dog.
Who
The cat, yeah.
Felix,
we gotta get that by my name now.
Felix the cat.
He is the third perspective cat for sure.
There you go get it.
Like y'all talking about me. I heard y'all.
Is this the same one though?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You can't deny that's crazy, Jay. Real. You know what I'm saying, dog? Some reason we got to 10,706 down plays on our podcast. For some odd reason, real.
One cat.
You know what I'm saying, dog? Hey, we appreciate everybody though, man, that download the podcast from fucking India, wherever this country is at, that download our podcast. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying, dog? I know Jay appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know OnlyFans Jay, you know?
That's your man.
Definitely appreciate it. You know, Radical Rail appreciate it
All day, every
for
day.
sure. We just amazed that we're past a static. We appreciate it a whole lot. You know what I'm saying, dog? We be here twice a week, 3 hours a day, 6 hours a week, man. We've been doing this for almost going on our anniversary coming up in the next month and a half. 2-year anniversary of the Third Perspective podcast. And we appreciate everybody that got us to 10,700 down plays. Hopefully we'll be at when is our anniversary? Next in November or something. Hopefully we'll be at almost 15,000 down plays by then. I'm jumping out there, but you never know. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and subscribe if y'all want to see OnlyFans and Rabbit eat that chip. We got a new hot Pacquiao chip out there. Y'all want to see them do that? Let us know. Go ahead, subscribe, leave comment in the chat saying, yeah, we want to see y'all do that Pacquiao chip.
For sure. And definitely go in the motherfucking Facebook group. That's where we do our most discussions at in Facebook group. So follow us on that Facebook group. Appreciate all the new followers on the Facebook group. We appreciate it a whole lot. So follow us on Facebook group. You talk to us directly, especially Radical Real. You know what I'm saying? And OnlyFans J. You know, y'all got anything y'all want to say in there? We definitely active in that joint. You know.
And since I ain't even coming, man. Since I took a lot of criticism, I think we should bring family members up here. All of them talked all that yit. I had two on that said they can handle the chip, no problem. I want to see them handle it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, of course, I didn't have no problem because my brother was here and he witnessed the horror. You know what I'm saying, Jay? So it's hard for him to sit back on TV and say, "Oh, I could do that." He sat and watched this shit. And he felt. Remember when that shit got on his finger? So that's enough for him. He really understood what we was doing here. You know what I'm saying? But most people will look at you and be like, "That shit ain't hot for real." Okay. Shit. Instagram, check us out on Instagram. 2 followers on Instagram. There's a clip on there. You catch us on there. You know what I'm saying? It's clips on YouTube. There's clips on Twitter, Twitch. Follow us. You know what I'm saying? If you want to catch us just straight audio in the gym, it's Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. If you want to support the podcast, you know what I'm saying? It's T3P Podcast, Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Shoot your boys there. We all over the place. You know what I'm saying, dog? We do our thing. You know, it's the Third Perspective. Hey, y'all got something to say before we get out? Oh, one more thing though. what is wrong with Shawty husband Nicki Minaj? Is that her husband?
The one she's trying to make register as a pedophile.
What is wrong with that Mama J?
So the girl, so this is my understanding. The girl went on the View. I mean, not the View, the Real or something like that. And she, spoke her mind. She spoke her mind of what happened. She said she's been getting harassed by her and her husband. And, people out there saying that she lying. And last thing I heard was that he refused to be on the sex registry.
Yeah.
And they got him a warrant for that.
He might be going to fucking
And
jail.
he might be going to jail for that because it's a violation.
Hey, fuck it. That makes me think
Like,
he didn't do it.
There's no debating. There's no negotiations to this. You have to file as a sex predator, Slim.
Did he plead guilty?
That nigga, yeah, he pleaded guilty.
He did it? Oh, yeah, allegedly.
And then there's another case. When you don't you don't file yourself, that's another case. So you gotta go plead not guilty or guilty to that now.
I thought you said he can buy his way out of it. He gotta pay something and get it removed or something so he don't have to put it on there.
Shit. For anybody who don't know what we talking about, you talking about Kenneth Petty, Nicki Minaj. Is it a husband or a boyfriend?
Okay, he touching little girls or little boys. What you doing?
Now, this was a case he had, attempted rape case.
Oh,
he been convicted of.
A youngin or a regular woman?
This is when he was now. This was when he was younger. Now I'm not sure if the girl herself was young.
Right.
They had to be almost the same age. Either way, he raped her.
Yeah, I thought you said attempted rape.
It said convicted of attempted rape. I mean, you're trying to rape her, yeah. All right,
But
you're
it
right.
didn't happen though.
You're right.
It didn't happen.
He didn't actually.
He did not do it.
He was trying his best though.
He tried to do it. So isn't that more of an assault than a sexual crime?
No, but when you do that, you have to register once you convicted. Now,
even attempted.
He was convicted.
I thought you just played to get the shit over with. Like,
I mean,
like your boy.
attempting is it's the same. If I attempt to shoot you and try to kill you, just because it ricocheted off something, I try to kill you though. Yeah,
you don't get the same amount of years.
But even though you said he pleaded guilty,
you pleaded guilty. Yeah,
you're supposed to be eligible for the sex registry.
Yeah, he got to put his name.
No matter what, he got to put his name on.
He got to put his name in every way he moved.
If he was to file,
so this was this date rape, or this was hold a bitch down about to pin you up?
He was trying to rough the bitch.
He was stealing her,
roughing that hoe in the club.
You doing too much, man.
You try to rough the pussy.
You know?
Yeah, my brother, you got to put your name on there. You try to take it.
So for anybody who don't know, if you have to register as a sex offender, you then, if you don't register, that's another charge, which would send your ass to jail, literally. So he pleaded not guilty to that, and he was indicted on that.
And
he must got money then.
On top of this situation,
Nicki fighting a lot of shit.
Nicki Minaj got a situation with the White House where she was saying that the vaccine make your nuts bigger.
I mean,
smaller.
Oh yeah,
and make you impotent. No, make you impotent.
So now let's keep it clear that the rape case itself was in 1995.
Shit.
Which means he know he had to register by then. That's been years ago.
So he just got convicted recently?
The problem was he relocated with Nicki Minaj to California and never registered himself for the last 2 years. So they relocated themselves in 2019. It's 2021. He still hasn't registered yet. You feel me? So he's just been living there. You can't.
Ain't there statute of limitations?
In reality, though, for being there for 2 years as a sex offender is a violation because you're around people. You had plenty of time to rape somebody now by you holding off registering yourself. You feel me? So he was just in violation. That's why it's a whole nother charge, because when you don't file, this person now, people around you can't prepare because your ass, they don't know your ass around. You know what I'm saying? A predator or a rapist. And then again, it's a slippery slope because you can have somebody that's 17 and the girl 16, 15.
Yeah, I'm about saying.
And he had to register for the rest of his life, which is not fair. You feel me?
I'm about to say, it gotta be a limitation on
so
shit.
It's slippery, but his shit wasn't slippery. You feel me? He was arrested. He tried to rape a bitch in 1995 in New York State. He was in prison for 4 years for that shit.
Oh yeah. He did in prison, and you knew you gotta do it now.
4 years.
Damn, she fuck with a nigga like that.
I was about to get to that. Ain't this some shit?
What up? You
This
a whole
nigga is-
female and you fucking with a nigga
Nicki
who raped a
Minaj is
bitch?
fucking with a fool that was convicted of attempted rape. Not only convicted, now have to motherfucking register as a sex offender.
Yeah, she supposed to stand with that nigga. You married him. You got to stand with him.
You stuck now for sure.
That's what she been doing.
Did she have a baby by this nigga?
I hope not.
I think that's the baby father, right?
Yeah, that is big.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
fuck. That's fucked up, Nicki.
You a Looney Tune.
Dumb
You deserve
bitch.
everything you get.
You're a dumb bitch.
I'm sorry, man. I can't deal with that.
And
So
the victim that was in 95, she is suing Nicki Minaj. She just sued Nicki Minaj in
She
August,
want money. Bro.
alleging the company of trying to force her to recant her whole statement. What he want her to do is recant the shit so he can get out of this shit he in
Yeah.
with the registry.
I mean, he did the time.
So instead of her finding a man that's not under some shit like this, she gonna marry a motherfucker
I had a kid with this nigga.
that's got to register, but want to wiggle him out of the registration. Jay, you can't write this shit on no motherfucking movie.
Bitches dumb. We not dumb bitches with money yet. I want one of y'all.
well, see, this is my thing with this story right here.
This situation with her and him, it's more like this is what the world we live in right now. Like we said some podcasts ago, no more ponytails. They want slimy, greasy motherfuckers that been in and out of jail.
Taking that shit. Smack you upside your head and shit. That's what they want.
They want to beat upside the head and a dick in their ass while they getting it.
You know?
Now, the young lady say Nicki Minaj contacted her and members of her family
And threatening.
following the arrest in California and offered her $500,000
That's for me.
to say it never happened. So Nicki Minaj should be ashamed of her fucking self. First of all,
Yeah, you're gonna pay more than that.
this girl said she got raped, and you want to pay her to say
Attempted
she
rape.
didn't.
She said she was attempted rape.
The girl said the nigga tried to rape her, dog.
Yeah.
You want to pay her to make her say that never happened. And y'all don't see nothing wrong with this bitch doing this.
No, I'm see big so.
Because we know he don't have $500,000.
Nope.
So she offering the motherfuckers, Nicki Minaj, probably one of the black superstars of our lifetime, is harboring and embedding a fucking what you call it? It's not a rapist, is it?
Legend.
A tippet fucking rapist. He got arrested though.
Yeah.
So that's
I
in the
mean, I
book.
think it was more of an assault. I think he, like you said, he's fucking her up, hitting her and shit.
But
Probably didn't get it
how
all
can
in.
Nicki Minaj get away from harboring and embedding this motherfucker?
Nobody knew.
And trying to be under the scenes paying bitches and saying it never happened?
That was stupid.
Where's the Me Too bitches for that?
Ain't not gonna be
They should be on Nicki Minaj's ass for that.
Nope.
Nope, they're not. Okay. In the good world, in the perfect world, that would be happening. The Me Too's will be on Nicki Minaj for, bitch, he's a tip rapist. Why? First of all, you married the dumb motherfucker. That's the first
And
problem.
baby bye.
Then you want to expunge the shit he did. Like it never happened. Really? Because you love him? Is that ain't real?
Yeah.
She love him.
Yeah.
She love him.
She love that.
I love him.
She love that dirty dick.
I love him. I'm not even rapping no more. I love
That
him.
man, take it.
I love him. I'm not gonna make no more CDs. I love him. $500,000. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. In fact, it never happened. I love him. Nicki Minaj, you ashamed of yourself, dog. Hey, and Me Too should be ashamed of themselves too. Not even pulling this bitch out for this. Now she just did it. I ain't. Might be too fast right now. Okay,
So
it might be coming. All right,
it's coming.
it might be coming for your ass. So this is anybody watching right now. This is Kenneth Petty, which is Nicki Minaj. Y'all said her husband, baby mother, baby father, who's been convicted of attempted rape. Convicted now. We can't, that's not alleged. This is convictions on the docket. Convictions. The man know he had to register because this happened in 95, right? So, for them to try to get out of this, they want to pay these bitches who's probably about 40 142 now.
Yeah, gotta be.
Won't pay these bitches. Say it never ever happened though.
Don't matter.
Meaning the whole court case was a fraud. That means they had to be lying then. So that means you want to offer me money as a black woman. You a black woman too, right? I've been your man you living with, motherfucker, try to rape me. You want to pay me to say it never happened. I made the shit up. I was drinking. I'm crazy. I snapped. Really?
That's another shaman god.
I can't believe it.
Another got away with it.
Jay Mike, I can't believe this. I really can't believe. I can't believe this right here, dog.
Dang.
What? I'm surprised that she. I'm already surprised that she fucks with this dude, right? I'm past that now, though, right? But now, defend it, fight for it. Really, though, Jay?
Yeah.
She wouldn't fight for Micheal. She was with him, and he went to jail.
Wow, you was a bad dude, Kenny, whatever the fuck your name is. You don't fuck one of our legends up. She fucked up in the head. She dumb as fuck.
Legend.
Nicki Minaj, you can't deny one is a hip hop, put like that. Females. She gonna go down as one of the legendary rappers who ever. Females. Period. And she about to be not even talked about like that because she fucks with a pedophile. We're not even calling him pedophile, right? We're gonna give him his legal term. Jay, rare. Attempted murder.
Yeah. Attempted sex rapist.
Attempted murder. We're gonna just call it as it is.
Fuck that, bro.
What girl out there, black ladies? I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all to death. Real don't believe. Real no. I love y'all. Which one of y'all will actually know a nigga was attempted murderer? I mean, not attempted murder, attempted rapist, and you get in a relationship with him. Some stupid shit, Slim. And on top of that, you famous and one of the top females who ever rapped.
My man game must be tight.
Wow, he's a bad. I say he's a bad motherfucker.
I don't know how tight it was because if you had to take it, I don't know, or try to take it. The game can't be too tight.
He's a bad boy.
Money in this motherfucker.
Use a bad, like what do you fucking say about use a bad man that you can get that bitch that she's silly. He fucked her silly.
Damn, I get silly.
He fucked this bitch not silly, young. She paying bitches 500. You know how much 500 G's is real?
I know. That's half of me.
Half a fucking $1 million to say you never did it.
That's like you and Jay working together, putting our shit all together.
To say you never did it though.
That's not even enough.
That's $500 million to her to reverse her shit though. Now she a liar.
Yep.
You feel me?
And she get scrutinized.
Man, you the liar for $500 million.
She getting scrutinized anyway because there's a lot more Nicki Minaj fans than.
Oh, that's damn sure for sure.
She got 41.
Who, Nicki?
No, the other girl.
Gotta be
41. Yeah, she don't give a fuck about that shit. Nigga, that nigga did it. I ain't letting him go.
I mean,
what's your name
if a nigga actually really try to rape you, you're not gonna take no money for that shit.
Yeah, you ain't gonna take that. Now you're gonna try to sue her. It ain't gonna work, but
that's why she's suing him.
Yeah.
Because they try to bribe her. She can get money that way, bitch. Yeah. Then it wasn't even the first time. It was 3 different times the bitch offered her money. She offered 20 G's to sign the motherfucker document. So Nicki Minaj, little sneaky little rat ass, been behind the scenes herself trying to shut this bitch up.
I mean, it's kind of embarrassing you fucking with a nigga that taking pussy.
Ain't that some bullshit?
Allegedly trying to.
But she love him. That's her boo-boo.
That's how it go.
She be on a radio saying that this nigga was wrongfully accused. He was convicted. You know she got a radio show. She do.
They should take it away.
She do radio. She got a radio on. I don't know what's on. But it's called Queen Radio Show. Oh, okay. It might be on YouTube. To be honest with you, I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like
it's called Queen's Radio, where she come on there every week and she talks. And for the last couple of weeks, she's been telling everybody that Kenneth Petty has been wrongfully accused of his shit. Keep in mind, Red, we just read off that he was convicted in 95. So what is he trying to convince her of? Fucking self?
Mm-hmm. Anything he say to her, she gonna believe.
Pretty much, yeah. We see that for sure.
She could say the dick is raining dicks outside. She'll be outside with her mouth open.
The third perspective.
Yeah, I feel for it. And I don't want to I lost all respect for this hoe too.
I never had it.
I mean, I gave her some respect. She in the top 10 of wrestling. I mean, rappers.
Female rappers.
Rappers in the easy. Anybody list. Even the harshest critic got put in the top 10. You feel me? She gonna do that. Throw all that away for a motherfucker that was accused of raping a bitch.
Sorry. What a type.
I'm sad as shit of this shit.
Where these women at, though?
I'm sad, Jay.
The third
That's fucked up. And that's fucked up. And then defend this nigga. So Me Too's, you got some work to do. You got Nicki Minaj to get a hold of, motherfucker. Fuck wrong with y'all. You can't let her get away with that. You can't let her get away with none of that. None. Shouts out to everybody, man, that been tuning in our podcast, man. We appreciate y'all a whole lot, man. We appreciate y'all from coast to coast, worldwide. We come in here 2 nights a week, 6 hours a week, man, and give y'all opinion on trending topics. We appreciate everybody. Follow us on Facebook group, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter. Follow us on if you want to just straight audio, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts at. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I got something to say about R. Kelly or this bitch that let this motherfucker pedophile, not a pedophile, attempted rapist.
It's even worse.
Yeah. Y'all got something to say, Jay Real, before we get up out of here?
No means no.
Don't tell me you gotta tell a motherfucker no means no, Jay. Jay, you got something to say when we out here?
Stay safe. Keep the mace in the
Oh my God. Hey, the Trick and Trina joint is over too. If anybody ain't know, they stopped that motherfucker. Remember they had a radio show?
Yeah.
They stopped that joint, yeah?
Damn, Trick already got tired of Trina ass.
And when I think about that, I was thinking they was good combination, you think. But they don't get along each other. Don't nobody know that them two.
Sometimes some topics is light, it gets heavy, and
that's true.
Trina be going off.
If y'all watch Love and Hip Hop, they got into it the last episode that them two was on, where she was saying she rapped better than him. I don't know if y'all seen that before. She got up said, "I murked you on your shit. You put me on your track, and I murked you." Now ever since then, they've been shaking.
Well, they were shaking last year anyway because they had a conversation about the riots in the streets in Florida, and she went off and said the monkeys need to go back on that gate.
You're right.
And they hoes or something like that.
Yeah. That's the thing. When you out in this motherfucking public airways, what you say is important. You know what I'm saying? It's like us.
So she basically shot her own people.
So like us, man, we just average Joe. We tell y'all that too. Ain't none of them go to school for none of this shit. Nothing. Everything we doing is we learn right the fuck now. Engineering, nope. We ain't go to motherfucking radio, none of that. We just here now and we learned on the fly, nigga. You know what I'm saying, dog? Ain't nothing special with us. We just the third perspective, average Joe, giving our perspective on the trending topics. And my man Jay and real tell you more about gaming than you know. You know what I'm saying, dog? And that's where we at. That's our podcast. You know what I'm saying, dog? That's special. Real, one thing about Real, he don't know about the go-go though. You see what I'm saying?
Born and fed. You know what I'm saying? Since the crib.
Appreciate y'all though, man. We appreciate y'all a whole lot though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand how much we appreciate y'all for getting us something that we would never expect to be standing at right now. It's 10,700 down plays on our podcast. You know what I'm saying, dog? So everybody that got us to this point, Thank you. You know what I'm saying, dog? But don't forget to follow us all over the place, yeah? You know what I'm saying? Because we're trying to grow. We're trying to grow our podcast all over. You know what I'm saying? DMV, shouts out to DC. You know what I'm saying, dog? Guam, Bahamas, Vietnam, Kenya. You know what I'm saying, dog? The Netherlands, Puerto Rico, Canada, to Australia. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. You know what I'm saying, dog? We out. Don't forget a disco. Y'all know about this. This is some DC shit. Underground. You know what I'm saying? We out, Jay. Hey,